Hello everybody, good evening, welcome along to your pre-match build-up here on the Rangers Rabble Podcast. This is your game day show. Rangers versus Jagiellonia Białystok in the second leg of our Europa League qualifier. How confident are we, folks? Well, I don't think anybody knows the answer to that question. I am delighted to say that on a pre-match, for a little bit of a change-up, I am joined by the magnificent Trev, as always. Trev, how are you?
Still always. Yourself, mate?
Still never. Still never. Yes.
Hello, I haven't been one of these in ages. I haven't been one of these in maybe months, I think.
That's because you're usually... Because you know how like everybody always says that nobody at the Rabble ever goes to games? Well, you're usually at the games, mate. So
yeah, it's because I'm scunnered already, mate. That's why I didn't buy a ticket for tonight.
Well, that and the price. And the way, and like you say, the way Rangers are playing. It'll be interesting, actually, Trev, now that you mentioned it, to see how full Ibrox will be tonight.
I think if we get 40,000, we'll be doing well. But then again, those tickets went on sale, Martin, a little bit before the last home game of the season, I think. So they've been on sale for a couple of weeks now. So I think maybe more people got tickets than we realised, but then it's how many people actually bother turning up. And I can't remember how much a ticket was. And I know, I like to get my Magers points, but I'm just like, I was asking? I asked the AI thing. I went, how many tickets, I'm gold Magers. How many games do I need to go to stay in gold? Do I need to go to more than just the home league games? And it went, yes. I was like, I might need a Euro package or something like when we qualify for the Diddy Cup,
Well, my Magers points are pretty low, so I can't really have any comment on the old Magers situation. What we can comment on, Trev, is the game tonight. And I've been asking this basically to everybody that I've been speaking to. And obviously now that we're only, 25 minutes away, how are you feeling confidence-wise about the night, mate? And we'll come on to the team in a wee second, but how are you feeling about the night?
People are going to shoot me down, man. I'm not feeling confident. I don't know why. I'm not. I don't see a hell of a lot changing between the last game and this game until we get some more proper quality signings in. That's going to be a problem for us, mate. Numbers was fine, but it's the quality you're getting in compared to the other lot. They're not buying as many players, but they're buying quality that's making a difference. And there's the recruitment problem right there. So I'm a bit concerned about tonight, mate. But if we could just get it over the line and no more, whatever chips in home, I'm happy with that. Just whatever it takes to get us into the next round.
And are you confident that we will?
I am confident we will, but it might not be pretty. We might just scrape it. It might be squeaky bum time, but have we got enough in the tank? It doesn't help that we're missing a couple of quality players. Because what happens after this, if we don't win this tonight, we go into a playoff round for the Conference League, don't we?
Yeah.
Right, okay. God, Jesus, you can jump straight into that competition. It's another bloody playoff. So, I'm not.
Well, listen, let's look at the team then, right? Because it's an interesting lineup, Trev. I don't know what way people want to look at this. If the people are definitely sure it's going to be a 3-5-2 or it's going to be a 4-4-2. But the only thing I could think of if it was going to be a 4-4-2 would be Dan Neil maybe playing at fullback, but I don't see that happening. But it's Pandur in goal. I'm not going to do a lineup, a formation, because I don't know what it's going to be. Sterling, Fernandez, McCann, Neil, Raskin, Asgard, Yakota, Gassama, Shankland, and Nadiri. It certainly lends itself to a 3-5-2, Trev. But the worry I've got there is, right, if it is a 3-5-2, then you're relying, and Yakota doesn't bother me as much because he looked as if he's willing to come back and help out the defence. Then you're relying on Gassama to help out your defence, and that worries me.
Aye, that's always the thing about having three at the back. You're relying on your wingers working really, really hard, and Kasama is about as useful as a chocolate teapot at the best of times. So for me, that's a concern that he won't necessarily do the work that's required for that. I'm really not sure why we're going for that formation, but we might have literally just been limited with injuries. I was looking at the bench as well to see if I could see anyone interesting, and it's no looking pretty, man. It's how can we be short already so far? Short already, and the season's barely started. But we're going for power going up front, so we'll just hope that it's enough to actually batter away past them. But can you just imagine, Martin, if they get that first goal, against just the three at the back, and the pressure's right on, and Deary's not exactly, and Shankland are not exactly setting the header alight so far this season. So I don't know if I would have went with that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, but what other options do we have? You're talking about Shankland and Nadiri, Trev. The only other option we've got is Miovski, and I've made my points very clear on what I think. I think Miovski should be given a chance, but it would appear that Derek McInnes isn't interested in giving Miovski a chance.
At the end of the day, if you see your players train all the time and you just don't fancy them, then fair enough. Very hard to change a manager's mind once it's made up. I think he should get a chance and a shout. Who's to say that he won't kick on under McInnes in this formation, in this squad that we have at the moment? He very well could. If we've got Nadiri and Shankland up front, not doing a hell of a lot, where's the harm in actually trying him and throwing him in for a wee bit to see what he can do? He works really well if he gets good service. And Nadiri was proven with Chumiti last season of being the working man to set up, do a lot of the running, the service. And that would have been good for Miovski, I think, but he's not getting the chance to show it. So let's just hope we get this other striker that we're potentially looking at, Martin, because we are struggling in several departments at the moment.
We very much are.
That's a big sigh.
Yeah, it is. It's a sigh of frustration, really, the fact that we're I feel as if he's basically went to a 3-5-2 because we don't have another left back. And what that also tells me is that he's not 100% confident with Ross McCrory as well, because I think the easy option tonight, Trev, would have been play McCrory on the right, play Sterling on the left. But then I think also if you want to add an even more depressing talk into that, he's obviously saying, well, I can't play them both for 90 minutes. So we've got two right backs that can't do 90 minutes and we've no left backs.
That's very telling on McCrory, isn't it? See when we signed him, he was the first player we signed, wasn't he?
One of the first.
I was like, really? Why are we signing him? Like, I thought we could do a lot better. I know he might end up just being a squad player and just, not play a lot of games, but I just thought as the first signing of the season, it was underwhelming, Martin, when he came in for me. I know he's better than the player that left, but based on what we've seen already, and I know it's early before people shoot me down, he's not done much at all. He's not been great at all. And hopefully McInnes has seen that and go, you'll have to wait for your chance again to prove me wrong. If he's not playing him, that's very, very telling. But yeah, what choice do we have?
Yeah, on a positive, because there is a couple more negatives, but on one of the main positives for me, Trev, McCanya at centre back is starting. I felt like he looked a bit, and again, I don't want to go too early because I've went early on players before and got it very, very wrong, as you all know. But he looked like a bit of a Rolls Royce defender for me. He looked very comfortable, Trev. He looked very confident, good with the ball, quick, pacey, powerful. That's a player that I'm actually really looking forward to seeing tonight, to see how he reacts on that. Albeit it's not a top European team, but to see how he reacts at the European level. Yeah,
like the look of him so far, but you say to yourself the caveat that it's kind of very early and we can't get too carried away. It's like it's a bit like seeing an attractive lady across the road and you think, oh, lovely, and then you get to know her a wee bit and the makeup's off and you're like, oh, Jesus Christ. He could end up being rough. I hope that is not the case.
That's a shocking analogy, that, by the
way. It's called a Trevism. We've been deceived before, is my point. We've been deceived before. he is solid. My worry was coming over from the MLS, which is not a stunning league. It's really not. I've never really known it to be rough and ready. Would he handle it coming over here? But his actual physical makeup, like, he is built like a tank. So the guy will be able to handle the rough and tumble of it pretty well. It's who you're going to play with him, though. That's it. Would it be Godfrey when he comes back in from injury? Because I'm fed up with Fernandes and this smoking a cigar and having your slippers on during a football match. It's just no good for me. So, aye.
Well, you mentioned him there, and it's probably one of the other negatives, Trev, that we kind of need to bring up, is Manny Fernandes. Looking for a much better performance for him tonight, Trev, and look, it's the old. I don't think he's quite been as bad as what people maybe think that he has been. I think our results and overall team performances, I think, have played into that a little bit as well. But he's certainly not been great. And I'm looking for a response, not just for him, but for Derek McInnes. I would like to hope that Derek McInnes has been in his ear and went, look, Manny, look, you're an absolutely brilliant player. You've got a massive future ahead of you. Stop all the tip-tap-toe shit.
He had a word with him at the start of the season, if I recall, Martin, about his future, about his potential, about pretty much what you said there. And then ever since he's had that word with him, he's doubled down and smoking a cigar and putting his slippers on during a football match. So I feel like he's maybe thinks he's better than he actually is, or that this league's too easy for him sometimes, mate. And that is a concern because you can get carried away too quickly and found out. So he's brought down to earth. And whether that means when Godfrey comes back in, that he takes a wee bit of time out to see how the other two gel together, then so be it. But he's got potential for sure. I just don't want to see it squandered.
I mean, we've got King Kenneth McAlpine in the comments. I stay in California and the MLS is dog meat. If the MLS is dog meat, what does that say about the SPFL, by the way?
Right off your shoe.
Yeah, I mean, Alexander, mate, I'll read out the starting lineup again for you, buddy. It's Pandur, Sterling, Fernandes, McCann, Neil, Raskin, Asgard, Yokota, Gassama, Shankland and Nadiri. Now, albeit we've only seen him at right back, right? So maybe I'm well over the score here. I'm not over enamoured by the starting lineup in general, Trev, right? But having Dan Neil in there over the likes of Dragicevic or even Devlin, to be honest with you, mate, astounds me, considering the start to the season that they've had. Now, listen, to be fair to Derek McInnes, he sees them every day in training. Derek McInnes is not a stupid man, as I keep repeating myself, Trev. He knows a lot more about football than me. This is just my own personal opinion, mate. I can't understand why Dan Neil starts and Dragicevic, Devlin, and you can even add Connor Barron, who's on the bench, who we'll come to talk about in a minute as well. Can he get in ahead of him?
I think it's pretty much what you said, what he's seen in training, because it's this big jigsaw puzzle he's got at the moment, Martin, and he's trying to find the pieces that work together, and he's lost a couple of bits, as in injury and whatnot, and he's trying to see what actually works well together. I like the prospect of Dan Neil. When he came in, I thought, he's got someone where he's a name that I recognise. He's got a bit of pedigree about him. Let's just hope he's no one of these championship players that comes up and thinks he knows it all and is Billy Big Balls and doesn't do much. But I like the look of him. So Dragicevic, maybe he's not fit enough. Maybe he's carrying a wee bit of a knock. I won't judge him at right back because he's not a right back, because he was honking there. He was slower than a week in jail. But needs must. We got to keep the heed and keep the faith in the gaffer, Martin, that knows what he's doing. Only time will tell with that one. But this might surprise us. These two in the midfield, Raskin and Dan Neil. So just keep your fingers crossed.
You add Asgard into that as well, and with Asgard, Trev, it's always the same. You don't know what you're getting. Are you going to get the Asgard who plays occasionally for Norway and who's had one or two really good games for Rangers, or are you going to get the Asgard that wants far too much time on the ball, keeps getting caught on the ball, does these wee dances in the middle of the pitch that end up going nowhere, because I fully expect Jagiellonia to be all over us and try and hit us on the counter all night. And I don't think Asgard's going to get as much time on the ball in Europe as what you would normally get on the ball. Again, could be wrong. Hold my hands up, could be wrong. But I don't see him getting a lot of time in the ball in the middle of the park. And it just depends on what Tello Asgard shows up.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Tello. I think I've said it a few times in here before. He's in the same kind of category for me as Diomande, who's left, and I'm thankful for that because we got a profit in him. It's the guys that turn up sometimes. They're similar in that respect, Martin. Like, they only turn up sometimes. They don't turn up when we really, really need them often. I am wanting, because we've got Diomande away, I'm wanting Asgard to go away, and I want Raskin to go away, because these are people that don't turn up enough and we'll get good money for them. He might turn in a blinder, mate, but he might not equally. It's a lottery, you don't know. I would rather we played someone else, but then again, it's the situation of who we're going to play. We're short of numbers and wingers, and we're kind of hamstrung, really. We're hamstrung at the moment, and these guys are sometimes getting a chance when maybe they wouldn't. So please, someone come in with a nice 10, 12 million pound bid for Asgard. That'd be nice.
Yeah. I would love to see that happening. Yeah,
Gassama can go too as well. Someone's in the Vix. Yeah, he can go. He's hopeless.
Yeah, he's not the best. He's not the best. I'm actually trying to sort out the Derek McInnes interview in the background. So Trev, while I'm trying to do that, let me just ask you: are Shankland and Nadiri for you too similar to play up front together, or do you think that's actually a partnership in the making?
See, I realise now after these years of doing this, Martin, why you're the man that sits in the hot seat. You're a man with the questions. I'll give you that.
Just make it up as I go along, Trev.
You're very good at winging bullshit, by the way. I'll give you that, mate. Credit. I never saw it. Seemed to you actually said that just now. I'd never actually seen it, but they're the hard-working strikers that do a lot of running, but sometimes don't have loads and loads of goals to show for it at the end of the day. This is why I said to you before, I'd like to see Miovski and Shankland, or a Miovski.
Derek, second leg here at Ibrox. What sort of challenge are you expecting tonight?
Yeah, well, striker forward beside you, behind you, with Miovski up front, tapping in the goals with good possession from midfield and good service. So I do think they're similar, mate, and maybe tonight you'll be proven right, and Miovski will get a chance sometime soon.
He has to get a chance, Trev. Miovski. I don't understand why he.
What do we pay for him? 4.5 million or something? It's what a waste.
Yeah. Yeah. I honestly, mate, I don't understand it. I really, really don't understand it. Why he doesn't get a chance. I think I may have managed to hold on.
Derek, second.
Right.
See?
I have managed to, I think, sort out the video. So, listen, me and Trev are going to leave you here. I'm going to play Derek McInnes' pre-match, and then you're going straight in to Alex and the watch-along. So just before we play that, Trev, Connor Barron on the bench again tonight. Good to see him back on the bench. Hopefully he gets some minutes, mate, because he has been linked, obviously, with a few moves away from the football club. Honestly, I would like to see him stay. I think he can be a big player for us this season. I hope he gets some minutes tonight, mate.
Yes, I agree as well. I would like to speak to HR, Martin, because Alex is doing very rude things to me and I want him sacked. Connor Barron, I think he's maybe just talking about you, to be fair. Connor Barron, I like. I said that last season before he got injured. He was playing some brilliant football, and we've got players like him in the squad that are similar, that are worth more money. I would have actually played Connor Barron more, but again, only time will tell. The gaffer's not giving him much of a shout, much of a sniff at the moment. I'd like to see him come on in the second half and get a bit of a run out. Give him a chance, because there's a reason he's got interest in him from Serie A and wherever it is, La Liga. He's got interest from decent, reputable clubs, and they would buy him for some good money. So if they're willing to take someone who was playing for Aberdeen for all these years, he must be better than people are giving him credit for.
I do. I think it's a cracking play. I really do. Listen, everybody, thank you very much for tuning in and listening to me and Trev talk nonsense for 20-25 minutes. I will now play Derek McKenzie's interview, and when you come back, it will be Mr. Hightower himself. So, Trev, mate, thank you very much for joining me, mate, and I hope I very much hope you enjoy the game, because if you enjoy the game, that means I've enjoyed the game.
Hope your team wins.
That would be lovely. That would be absolutely lovely. So, thank you very much, everybody. I'll see you all at half-time, me and Hightower at half-time. But until you see Alex in a couple of minutes' time, take it away, Gaffer.
Derek, second leg here at Ibrox. What sort of challenge are you expecting tonight?
Yeah, well, it is a challenge. I think the game's finally poised, but obviously the emphasis is on us to show initiative. We've got 90 minutes to turn the game round, but we would ideally like a quick start. We want to let them know that we're in where we are in the game. We want to try and impose ourselves on it. I think it's important we set out our stall, but we've got to be mindful they are a team who consistently want to play on transitions. They like to fill the middle of the pitch, and they will break quickly. So we're trying to pick a team where we can make sure we're aware of that, but also try and hurt them in the wider areas of the pitch as much as we can. So we've tried to be really bold with the team. It's no secret we're a left back short, and because where they want to play their bodies, I didn't really want to play a right-footed player at left back to constantly coming in the pitch all the time. So there's a wee element of risk with the team. It's quite bold, the team, but I think it's sometimes you have to be that. And I don't want us to play safe and play cagey for the opening part of the game. I just would like us to try and start really strong, start really confident with what we're trying to do, and try and put a bit more stress on their back lot. I thought we got that second half for some periods over there, and it's the intention to try and give them a lot more of that sort of stress, hopefully on their back lot as much as we can.
And how big a role do you think the crowd will have to play tonight as well?
Well, I think it's always important with the crowd, but I think it's for us to tap into what we've got here with the crowd, is to give them a kind of attitude on the team, on the pitch, to try and be positive, be confident. And we've got to tap into that and make sure we use it for something, because I think you saw over there, they fed off their crowd, but equally we can do that here with our fans, but they've got to see what they're seeing on the pitch as well, and it goes hand in hand. But if we can get that connection tonight, of all nights, and a European night, then it certainly helps your cause, and it plants a seed of doubt in theirs, I think, because when this place gets rocking and gets as big as loud as it can be, it's difficult to stop, and it's important that we try and remember that.
Is it building on that second half showing on Sunday as well?
Yeah, I think with what we've had, for whatever reason, we've had strong second half performances probably in the main, or stronger. We're still a long way short of where we want to do in terms of a complete performance, but I think for us to win this game against this opponent, we have to have more of a 90-minute performance, and that's what we're trying to stress to the players, that don't waste the opening part of the game, don't settle into the game, don't just get your feelers out and just kind of play safe and all the rest of it. I think we've got to be bold, I think we've got to try and be brave, and try and start as we mean to go on.
I'm just saying none. Martin's been an arsehole in the background, so I'm saying none. Good evening, folks. Welcome along to the actual professional part of the watch-along as I take you through Rangers versus Jagiellonia. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the second part of that. Martin did, so there you go. We are obviously going to be here for a fun time, not an arsehole time. We are hoping that this is going to be a game that to remember, not a game where we're sitting laughing at ourselves again. Miovski is on the bench, Paul. As it didn't go through it, wait till I tell you the bench. So, once my phone decides to load, let's go. So, the bench tonight is Liam Kelly, Hutton, Devlin, Barron, Curtis, Cameron, McCrory, Chukwuemeka, Dragijevic, Miovski, Glasgow, and McCausland. That is your bench tonight. The fresh cut and the dye is out. It is indeed. So evening all. The game is on RTV. The issue is if you didn't buy the first game, you can't buy this game. But it is Hightower time, but it is fresh hair dye. Get it up the lot of you. That's all I'm saying. His own goal playing. No, he's not, unfortunately. One thing everyone, no fucking spoiling, or you will get timed out. The scruffy beard is out. Yes, Miller Pebble. The scruffy beard is out. Don't you worry. Evening, Charles, mate. Evening. Let's get the win tonight. Aye, the win has to be had tonight. It's going to be an interesting one, though, that we are playing this 3-5-2. But listen, a win is all that's going to matter tonight. Peter, well then, we'll get beat tonight. That's great attitude straight away. The game's not even kicked off yet. So you do dye your hair. I do. Like, the hair dye dyes it for me. I bought both last night, but there's no video so far. Right, I could not find it. See, when you click on the bit that you get the matches up on our TV, instead of clicking the bit where it says listen live, just above it on the left-hand side, there's a bit that says watch here. Click on that, and it'll take you straight to the game. I was having that exact same issue, and I felt like a bit of a numpty that I couldn't see it, but it is there. Iona, welcome in. Hello. There's a shout out for Ian D. Hope you're giving your dad a hard time watching this, but there you go. Let's have a look. Let's see. Listen, it's going to be risky playing a 3-5-2, but we'll have to go for it. I'm a Tik man hoping for Jersey well and you, but can't see it on the McInnes. Let's find out then. Have it in the tail. All good. Then a huddle. 2-0 with the famous. All good. Ian, all good, mate. Aye, I do indeed. Rangers versus Partick this show today. But you can all give the accusations that I dye my hair. It's a bit of hair gel. Grow up. Right, well, we'll let you know when I kick off as well. So Mr. Douglas in the background can start the clock. Evening Catalyst. But I agree with some of the things that the guys were talking about. I think that Shankland and Nadiri are too similar to play together. But it's going to be down to Gassama and Yokota to actually put the work in. Foxy lad, evening. Shut up, Paul. Hair gel the beard in. I'm hair gel and nothing. On to McInnes and let roll go. He was the cheaper option. Won the Jazz. That chestnut brown you went for me. It was. It's 7:30. It's kicking off right now. Nadiri's not at the greatest starts. I will agree with you. You can see the difference when there's no gel on it. Oh, you definitely can. And I have kicked off here. So Taylor Asgard has got us underway. Raskins put it forward straight away, and Rangers are having to put in some massive work tonight. I said, you said you die of it. I do die, I'm telling you. It's only a banter, I get it. 2-1 win on penalties. I think we could go to penalties tonight. I think it's very highly likely. Come on, we haven't even scored yet. Shocking, innit? Gel hair that changes your hair colour. Aye, good cover story. Shut up. So, let's see what Rangers can do. I think that we are going to see a certain player getting. I'm only getting audio only. Yeah, so what? Wow, he was literally running up for a long throw, and he's gone. No. By the way, that's your time up. When you go on to it, there is an option right above it that says "Watch here." Martin's eyebrow lady dyes his hair. Evening, Doreen. It's my hair's fault if we don't win. Aye, all right. What did my hair do? Right, Fernandez, Macania, Alex, mate. Why play two strikers with two winners to cut inside? Wouldn't you want them on? Yeah, you would want them to cross the ball, but I also can see the necessity in it. When you look at the way that Yokota played, he was cutting inside and passed the ball to Chimiti, who obviously hit it at the player, but there is definitely a way of doing it. It's a game on RTV. Yeah, it is on RTV. You had to bought the 2-match package or bought it an hour and a half before kickoff to get this game today. I am wearing last season's top. I quite like this one, to be fair. Ball forward here. Fernandez not closing the man down. Hightower went to the barbers and said, give me Shankland's haircut. Fernandez, ball in. Oh, my God. Goal kick. Jesus Christ. It's on RTV, Capybara. Let's win. Let's hope we win. Shankland took too long. Yeah, but he was literally ran over and got it, and we're in the 83-84 Rangers. That's a great talk, to be fair, Decky. The douche-duped guy, the new guy, does he go to the byline or does he cut inside like everyone else did? I think he goes to the byline. I don't know if Hearts are playing tonight. I think they are, aye. Did they play? I think Hearts played last night, did they not? It's Hibs that play tonight. And Motherwell. They've already kicked off. Evening, Nelly. Shankland and Deary closing down here. Oh, good closing down there from Shankland and Deary. Oh, that's unlucky from Raskin. He just couldn't get the ball there. Be 1-1. They go through the Conference League and they play the night Hearts. The Hearts play tonight. Why can I not see that? Oh, they do. Apologies, they do. They do. No, I'm on the Monster. Rangers have got to contend with this. The fact that Jagiellonia are going out wide at every opportunity here because they're playing this back three. Shankland getting involved. Jagiellonia got the ball out wide. Yokota doing some defending. So is Shankland. Trying to find somewhere to go. Guys are not giving them. The ultra vice grabber. I don't think I've had that one, to be fair, Lyndon. It is far too warm. Listen, I've got the green one and I've got the blue one. We'll save the blue one for half time, right? We do need to keep it tight, but as you can already tell, Jagiellonia are just going over the top. Right. See when you go onto Rangers TV and you click the bit that says matches and it's got to listen live. Right above it, it says Rangers v Jagiellonia, Białystok, UEL, third round qualification. And then there's a bit that says watch here. You can click on that and it gives you the option to watch the game on our TV. It doesn't do it when you just click on the button. They took it off the old fire stick. Oh. Kenneth, see at half time, my friend. I don't know why you're getting the Hibs game. That is the way that I've done it. It was the only way that was working on RTV. It took me far too long to figure that out. Ball over again. Defining this play every single... No worries, Silver. They are doing this every time, by the way. Going over the top to this player. Conceição. Peter de Hofte. Ian, I'll take a 3-0. Asgard plays it to Sterling. It's too far behind the butt. Sterling's having to bring it forward now. Yokota is hugging that touchline. That's just like the Hearts game. That's on Hot TV. Be happy with the 1-0. But a 1-0 doesn't get us through, though. 1-0 takes it to extra time. Yokota. Oh, that's a Rangers corner. Nice one. We don't have a left back. We've got a back three. Lyndon. I take any win. Cheers for live. Andy, not a problem, sir. Not a problem. So Yokota does well there to win Rangers a corner. 5 minutes in. Massive opportunity here to put this in the middle. Alex, thank you very much. Ah, it's hot. Fucking burning the fingers there. Did you see the list of all the players who are free? Yeah, there's some very good players on that list, to be fair. Gassama puts it back in. Raskin, Nadiri. Oh, Daniel swung a bit at it. I've got my dinner here. I've got some southern fried chicken. Oh, and homemade chips. But I'm not going to be eating any of it. There's a lot of players there that I would take on that free list. Oh, he's been told to get back up. Yokota is looking very good, by the way. I burnt the fucking hands off me there picking that up, by the way. Asgard, Raskin puts it out to Yokota, who's looking very lively. It is on our TV, Sean, but you have to have bought the game an hour and a half before kickoff. For anyone that cannot see it, click the... For anyone that cannot see the button, click the link. Oh, Shankland! Oh, it's a... Yeah, it's a must-win, guys. It is 6-0, no brain. Just finished a brief curry. Not long. We have a beer. Well, I've got beers behind me, so we'll see how this goes. A beer might be required. Yeah, I'm watching on RTV as well, by the way. Yokota will be our best player. 100%. I fully agree with you, Will. I can just see that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, come on! I'm clicking every button here. Right, play. I'm trying to turn it down. There we go. Right. Good start from us. It definitely has been. This needs a Stella. Oh. 1K watching, not even 100 likes. Come on. Give it a like. Why not? Jagiellonia out wide here. I'm liking the press as well. We're looking pretty good, Vix, to be fair. God has appeared. God appeared in the chat and then he disappeared. A stellar performance. Pander just hammers that forward there. Yeah, we always start well. I agree with you, Nelly, and then tempo completely falls away. Rangers were appealing for the offside there, but it wasn't coming. Yeah, he got open. No, I'll stick on the monster. There's definitely some players on the list that could be good, but there is a lot. I do agree with you. 90 minutes before kick-off to get the game. Aye, it's stupid, but it did that in both legs now. It is balls over the top, but you can see that's also catching us out. I hate how yeah, I do agree. Jesus Christ, by his teacher. Greetings, Fly Fox, bro. See you try to keep up with the comments, man. Jesus Christ. Again, that's another free header by the Jagiellonia man, and he hits the side net in there. Have we looked like we can? Yeah, we've definitely looked like more urgency, to be fair, but there's just obviously that. Macania with that chance as well. That'd be why I'm not keeping up with them then. Right, let's see. Nice one, aye. Jesus Christ, man. Martin straight in there, banning that. Wow. That's just sad, that is. GG Peeps, big in 3-1 this evening. Let's hope Gaza only takes one chance on the break. Yeah. Our corners have looked shocking, by the way. Yeah, exactly, Nelly, you're right. They score, game gone. Yeah, we definitely need to score first. That's the must. We there's absolutely no instance here where we can't score first. That's fine. See how hard it is to not talk in the background at the same time, right? I'm getting tips and tricks after the man himself. Rangers, the pressure's great. Now it's stopped. They're just allowing the goalie here to mess about a bit. But we have got about 1,200 people watching the stream now. We're just over a... What? Wow, the ref took so long there. We don't have a left back, guys. So there's about 1,200 people watching, and we're about 100 likes or so. Can we get this to 300 likes? Let's see if we can get there. Yeah, good to see if we can get the stream to that. But I don't see that's a free kick there. Hey, mate. Me and my mum are watching. Love the streams. Craig, thank you very much, mate. Appreciate it. Big Barry. Some comment, that is scarred for the season. Team's already shite. No bother. Who's had shots on target? Shanklin's had a shot on target. Macania's had a shot on target. And I think Gasama's had a shot on target. Yakota's done well here. Yakota. Oh, that's a corner. Flashes it across there. If Ryan Dini was quicker on, then he'd have definitely been getting in there. But Yakota taking on 3 men there, and he's done so well to get in. I'm definitely big. So don't you worry. I definitely am. Yakota's like the biggest bright spot we've got here, to be fair. Right, Taylor Asgard. Puts one in the middle here. Oh! Oh, this referee is on one. Honestly, this referee is definitely on one right now. If you've not bought the game an hour and a half before kickoff, Smith, that's why you can't get it on our TV. Right, where's the free kick there? On the goalkeeper. Oh, I don't know. How they'll score without an undeserved penalty? I don't know. But you've got a smoke behind his ear and then realise it's hairband. The refs have a shocking start. Yep. You've got to be kidding me. Get that. Oh, it's off the post. Oh my God. Oh, come on, Rangers, man. Honestly, off the post for just a very easy shot to get through as well. Wow. Oh, he's offside, but come on. Come on, more commentary. Les Raman from a London Millwall supporter. Thomas, you must be new to this channel, mate, because all I do is ramble away. So you're definitely out of it there. Look at the space again. Pandor gets it though. But my God, the space on this left-hand side, right-hand side, sorry, is disgusting. Why are they getting so much space? And it's the ball across as well. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Again, it's one ball through the middle. Nobody switched on to it. Nadiri, she'll a free kick.
Just
come
back to that chance
every single time.
And I think everybody can hear me as well.
But I do like the way you're watching the match and checking these posts entertaining. I tried paying RTP for the live feed, but tried to late. I guess you need to an hour and a half before the kickoff.
Yeah, Alex, just to cut in quickly, and I know that everybody else can hear me as well. Just quickly on that chance that Jagiellonia just had. The first one is a simple pass for their midfielder right through our midfield and whole defence, and it's a straight ball, right?
Yep.
How that's getting through is beyond me. I haven't seen the replays back to see if it's offside or not, right? But how a straight ball has got through our defence is incredible. And then shortly after that, the crossfire, like you say, our right, Jagiellonia's left, over everybody, and there's a guy at the back free. Like,
exactly.
We can't keep defending like that, Alex.
It's been shocking so far, and as Remy says there, that five midfielders five midfielders and three defenders, and still it's one simple ball. Yokota again, though. Yokota gets in the middle. Oh! Again, there's nobody there to tap that in. How many times have we seen this? Just nobody to tap that in. The keeper's saving it away with ease.
Again, Alex, Yokota there on the right-hand side's done brilliant. He's went past, two players with ease.
Sama's done well. Oh,
what's
he done here? Free kick to Rangers after a handball from the Jagiellonia defender there.
Yeah. Just come back quickly, Alex, to Yokota there on the right-hand side. Can pass two players with ease, with his pace. We've not had a player like that for I don't know how long. And again, why there's nobody rushing to the front post there when he's at the bylines beyond me?
No, I mean, that's what you'd want, Shankland, Nadiri and Asgard, and they're all just staring at each other going, that's your job to go in. It's shocking that the wee man's having to do so much work and getting nothing for it. But Rangers have got a very, very dangerous free kick here. Taylor Asgard has got an opportunity to put a dangerous ball in here. He might go for a shot, but he's got a dangerous opportunity to put a shot in here. A VAR check, though. We are told there's a VAR check. It's just for another Rangers penalty, so... Oh, it's a handball. That's a handball. That comes off his hand. That's a handball. That is a straight handball. That's a penalty to Rangers. That has to be a penalty to Rangers. When Yokota puts that ball in there, the Jagiellonia man goes with his head, but it hits his hand. That has to be a penalty to Rangers. What end is it, and where is it? Well, it's going to be a Rangers penalty, Kenneth, by the looks of it. They're going to give it. Let's find out.
Do you know what?
Referee. Penalty to Rangers.
Do you know what? Aye, that is a penalty, but that's one of the ones that I don't like, mate. Because he's made an attempt to play the ball with his head, and the way he's bent his head down, right? His arms are obviously at his side, but they're out a bit, and because he's missed the ball, it's flaked off his hand. I don't think it's changed the direction of the ball though.
No, I don't think
yes, that's a penalty, right? But I don't like that given as a penalty. But I'm taking it because it's Rangers and we're getting it. But I don't like that given as a penalty.
I mean, Cassie said it's never a penalty. Honestly, I agree with what, and Peter's saying the same. I agree with what Martin's saying there. You know, it doesn't change the direction of the ball. He's trying to go for it. When you're going down like that, the hands are never going to be at your side. See if you put your hands at your side, there's one thing happening there. You're falling on your arse. Like that's exactly what's going to happen. So I don't know where his hands were supposed to be, but you take it. Lawrence Shanklin stepping up here to get his first goal for Rangers. I mean, I don't care. We're getting a penalty. This gets us right back in the tie here. It is Lawrence Shanklin to step up. Let's see. Shanklin. And it's a great goal for Lawrence Shanklin. And it's in the back of the net. Goes straight down the middle. And it is Rangers 1, Jagiellonia 0. Game back on. Game back on. Lawrence Shanklin getting a goal. When it was his birthday, what was it, yesterday, the day before? Rangers back in the tie, 2 weeks from now, going to get game on. I feel like I'm out of darts with that one. Game on. But, yeah, it's harsh. It's very harsh, but it's a penalty. And for the person that asked it earlier on, you never get your penalties because James Davernier's not here. Well, there you go. Lawrence Shanklin buried it for you. Now we need to go and actually be a team. I think we spoke about this last time with Martin during one of the reaction shows. We look like the team that gets a goal and then falls behind. This needs to be going smell blood now. Raskin watching the ball here though. Jagiellonia. Oh, great save from Pander. Nico Raskin just sitting watching the ball. Well, remember there is a delay. I will say that for everybody watching on YouTube. There's about a 15-20 second delay. So what you see isn't what's happening at that moment with me. The crowd's a wee bit flat, I'm not going to lie. They're not in full voice, I will say, but Yokota tries to muscle it out. It doesn't go out. And Neil taking his time there. What felt like an absolute day and an age. Oh, Nadiri with a great pass there. Nadiri needs to bust a gut here. Shanklin, that's surely a free kick to Rangers. But the referee said you got all the ball. Rangers 1, Partick Thistle wannabes 0. Absolute joke of a penalty, not sure, but needing a penalty to score a goal against this team is a joke. Stuart, I think that's an incredibly harsh way to look at it. We've got a goal, celebrate it. Like, you can hear the crowd now getting behind him. Feel they get behind him here. Yeah, Julian, the issue is that you had to buy this game. It was the Jagiellonia defender went in to clear the ball away, and it did. It is massively hot in Glasgow. Yeah, he's gone in for the ball, and it's hit him in the hand. It's very harsh, but as Martin said, you know, it doesn't change the direction of play, but it's still given. And Rangers now are a goal to the good so far. Right, Peter, start that, and you'll be muted. Only sing when we're winning.
I also think, Alex, as well, on the basis of the play and how well we've started the game really, really well. We've created chances, and we've made that penalty through the way that we've been playing. I think it's fully deserved. I think this is probably the best first 20 minutes Derek McInnes has had so far as Rangers manager.
And I'm sorry, but I think you've got to attribute it to one player, and that's Yokota. The way he's played has dragged this team forward. He's making people make the run. Yes, it looks like he's hugging that touchline, but every time he gets the ball, he looks like he's going to do something, Martin. And I think that's what we want to be seen here. Dan Neil muscling this one here. He's not going to get the free kick. Gassama wins it back, though. Great tackle. Gassama takes it. Gassama puts the ball wide to Yokota, and it's just going to be too far in front of him. That's unlucky, though. See, to be fair, Woodillis has got a great point there. What more do people want? We're winning 1-0. That we're all over this Jagiellonia. What more do you want? No, if you have paid for it and you've got it, Leon, when you go to the bit that says watch live, right about, there's a bit that says watch here. Click on that, it'll take you to the game. We need another goal, Gary, we do. Maybe the back three's the way to go forward in Europe. Alex is getting closer to God, Martin. Oh, Collins and Bally. We're not jealous at all. Yeah, you'd rather them not hit the post. I fully agree with that, but we're still a goal to the good. Rangers pish. Hey, ball. FPL pickle. What you get, son? We deserve the lead. Shout out to Isla. Evening, folks. Jesus Christ. Did notice. Alex did notice with the penalty. None of our players on the edge of the box ready to run in and hit a rebound. It is a bit weird, to be fair. Can somebody ban FPL pickle, please? Thank you. It was Lawrence Shanklin from the penalty spot. Jesus Christ. Troll and boost the channel. Cheers, trolls. No, away goals don't count, so it's technically 2 each on aggregate right now. Macania just getting out to his man. Well done. Aye, so Leon. I'm sure. Let's just beat the tape. Aye, you need to pay to the game separate. So it was you could pay 90 minutes before kick-off to get the game. Or last week, if you did it 90 minutes before kick-off, you got 2 games. But you weren't going to get it now. Glenn and Dash, love it. Love that name. Don't know why. I think it sounded all right, to be fair. So it's quite funny, right? Everybody's looking at me and I'm talking to myself, but then I'm talking to myself, talking to you. I must look like a right weirdo. I'm a weirdo anyway, but still, I must look even more that I'm answering questions that nobody's asked. Just a right weirdo. Do you know, I feel harsh for criticising it, but you can see that Dan Neil's not up to the speed of this game at all, by the way. It just looks so isolated in that midfield, even though he's got so many players around him. Jesus, Raskin. That's somebody going him their Sahid after that hits him in the forehead. I paid about 40 quid a year for every game, every league, anytime, any place. Where you go, Stevie? It has to be a win for Derek McInnes, it does. You speak for many on here, or May on here. Is it just for the month of May? I don't want to disrespect Dan Neil because we're still winning, but it just looks like he's not fully in the game. And I'm watching my dinner that I got 20 minutes ago, but I'm not going to eat it like just sit and scran away on camera. But I am getting a chip or two. Right, John, I appreciate it. I'm not weird. Sorry. Let's remember. Drag will be on at half time. I do agree. Listen to you guys, and I'm still working. 106 degrees. Oh, Jesus. Shanks hat trick. Let's see. Sorry, Daniel isn't going to cut it. Rather, we Baron. I would agree with you, Rab, or even have Dragievich in there as well. Get it much on camera. Some people like that kind of thing. There's a bang, but no, I'm all right. It'll be great if Rangers win tonight and Liverpool win Sunday. Happy days. All good. Maybe next to the Siberian. Anyone a good super watch it. Want your dinner. Martin, get on here so Alex can get his dinner. No, honestly, it's fine. I'll get it at some point. I was going to eat it at half time, but I'm also on at half time. Right, let's see it again in real time. So harsh, by the way. See when you look at it at speed, it's so harsh. I will say a massive thank you for the £2 super chat from G Paul. How's my favourite weirdo? I'm good, mate. Thank you very much. I'm great. Unless you mean Martin. He's all right too, I suppose. Macania back to Pander. Pander takes a touch, sends it back into the midfield. Unlucky from the Nadiri. Raskin just getting the muscle there. We need a scoosh break, we do, but Martin doesn't have it on his, so we can't even have a scoosh break. Shocking behaviour. Oh, I was always going to be a free kick there. We are so back. I knew we would dominate. We definitely are. For me, Selras can keep Barron with Devlin and Cameron and go get an attacking midfielder. Rather, I could see that. I could. Rangers fans, I'm not the best Rangers fans in the world. Yeah, exactly. Rangers, Laser. Yep. Dragievich is one that you definitely want to see in there because I think he could be great. A 199 super chat from Charles. Neil seems isolated, but his ball recovery's been okay. Mate, thank you very much for that super chat. No, listen, his ball recovery's been good, but it just seems isolated. I don't know why. Aidan, I don't know where you're getting the one each from, because it's definitely no. Aye, so it was definitely a penalty, a handball from the Jagiellonia defender, and Lawrence Shankler put it in the back of the net to make it 1-0. 2 each on aggregate. Gassama out wide. Unlucky, which I was gutted about because I wanted Neil to be good. Yeah, I wanted him to be good as well. Scored another 2. Let's hopefully. Do you think McInnes doesn't like? I think he probably wants away, but I also think he's doesn't seem in the plans with the. Aye, but definitely a badass striker. Neil's done nothing wrong in the 27 minutes. I just think he's not fully been in the game. I'm not saying he's done anything wrong. Is this hard? It's Rangers, Leo. Yeah, sure. I think there is a conversation for that, but then that always is going to come down to the interpretation of the referee. Gassama started well, maybe, just maybe. McInnes has got through to him. Martin talking to his arse there. Another £1 super chat from Just Jay. Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate the super chat. If his name is Neil Ilovich, no one would be saying none. I can't say. Put a name that I'm going to struggle with. Thanks very much for that. Asgard needs to do more. I agree. What does a fish have? Ian, that's shocking. That is a Martin joke if I've ever seen one. I definitely watched you a goal before half time. I do. Fernandez puts it in the middle for Asgard. Doesn't get it. Raskin doesn't get it. We're going to get caught out here again, no. Dakota's done well to get back, but he's taken a sore one. Dakota has took a sore one there. Great recovery, and that's a Rangers goal kick. Vardy for a season. Nah, I wouldn't be taking Vardy for a season. No chance. Dakota is down, holding his ankle. Or friendly. The Japanese attack. The Japanese players have a unique press that works. Asgard of all Alex dog shit, you can go now. Jesus Christ. Wow. Vix, it is indeed. It is indeed. I mean, what weirdo likes the Red Bull? Telling you. Macanya's done well there. He's dilly-dallied on the ball, though. If we make it to half-time like this, or 2-0, I would call things looking good. Yeah, Paul, even like this, I call it looking good. We're still on top. We just need another goal. Oh, if it's a giant monster, I'd be going to picking him up myself. But because he drinks the Red Bull, nah. I can see Rangers winning this 2-0. John, agents need to create more through midfield. What is with the pure spam, by the way? Jesus Christ. Trying to read comments here. Just, that is some obsession, I've got to say. Martin always says, don't read the comments, but it's just pure obsession. Can we stop saying the Japanese boy's doing well, or he'll get injured? That would be our luck, though, wouldn't it? Great ball through. Asgard. Daniel just decides to go sideways on, going back. Gassama messes up his pass. Who? Gassama messed up his pass? What do you mean? You shut your mouth! Martin tried to tell me no, he didn't when I'm watching the game. Arsehole. No. You're pure critiquing something you've not even watched. Ball in here, great catch from Ivar Pander. Or maybe it wasn't because Martin's not seen it yet. That's a great ball forward though. Gassama's on his bike here. Or maybe it's a scooter if you ask Martin. Oh my God, man. Raskin. looks to put the ball in, puts it in now though. Oh, that's another handball, another penalty. The feds are watching. Cheers. Yeah, the defence definitely sorted. Where do you get a stream? The folks in the comments will tell you that one. Need Rangers and Motherwell from Acoutin. Well, let's hope, Gaza. Rangers are doing their job right now. Let's try and get some likes in here, folks. There's about 1,500 people in the chat. Try and get our likes. Try and get them up. Gassama at Asgard. Oh, Gassama again at the back post. Gassama. Oh, he's done well. Oh, unlucky. What's Kelly? No, I'm not in the sauce. No chance by the time you get around to eat your chips. Oh, they're in the freezer already. It's all right.
I will just say, Alex, and hello again to everybody watching. I think Gassama deserves a wee mention here, Alex, and I know that me and you have joked in the background there about him, but he started this game really well. He looks up for it. Barring that one wee dive he had, which he really needs to get out of his game, because that really frustrates the life out of me. But just there, like you see on the left-hand side, he's done brilliantly. He's took 2 players out of the game. It's a lovely kind of floaty cross to the back post, and you have to say, we probably should be scoring for that.
Is that good? No, I do agree with you, mate. I think he does get a lot of criticism, and I think when we spoke about Gassama at the build-up show, you know, Trev was obviously saying that he can go, that he's not looked good. I think he's, it's only one game, but he is shutting up a lot of critics, to be fair. He started very well. He is getting forward quite a lot, linking up with Raskin and Asgard. He is showing that he's got the ability to do it. He just needs to improve on that end product for me. Asgard! Oh! Unlucky there from Taylor Asgard just outside the box. There's a monster there. I will go on the alcoholic beverages for the second half.
Just to quickly add to your point now while you're munching a chip, Alex.
I'm drinking my juice, but all right.
Drink
for you.
Calm down. First of all, with Gassama, do you know what? One game doesn't take away from all the poor games that he's had. So he needs to start doing this on a much more regular basis. But I like the early signs that we're seeing for him, and that's what Taylor Asgard brings you. A shot for about 20-25 yards, real venom on it, just past the post. We need to start seeing more of that for Asgard.
No, we definitely do, and I think it's games like this. Like when you look at other games in the league, teams don't come out as much as this Jagiellonia are, so that space doesn't open up. But it's having that ability to just hit it, Martin, even if there is players in front of you, still hit it anyway. Chip off the old block. Oh, well done. Oh, I love it. Are you sitting in your boxer shorts? No, I've got a short on. I would show you, but that'll get the stream took down, so no. Martin coming to you live from the toilet. Oh, it's just other guy got a stream. What other guy? Because Martin's got it. Yeah, we need to see him hitting the target, Robin. You're right, we do. We definitely do. The guys will tell you in the comments where to watch it. I'm not allowed to. That gets me in trouble. Throw it! Throw it! Throw it! Oh my God. Shanklin's done well to turn there. Gives it to Gassama. Gassama puts a ball in. It's going to go out for a throw-in. A throw-in, a corner. It is.
Right, everybody, 52 likes gets us to 300. So if you haven't already, hit that like button. Get us to 300 likes.
Unlike Martin, it gets us to 300, not 300.
300
likes.
If you hit that like button at the moment, we are 50 away from getting to 300 likes on the show, which would be phenomenal for the show. So if you could please now hit that like button, and you will manage to get there. I am currently doing my posh voice, Alex. You do not speak while I'm doing my posh voice.
Sorry, God.
Thank you very much, everybody.
100 radio voice. Martin just come on camera with Alex. No, Martin's too shy. Stop talking to God. Oh, the voice has spoken. Oh, Folks, I want to say thank you very much. We have got it to over 300 likes. So, for everybody that has liked the stream so far, thank you very much. Please continue to do so. As a ball comes through from Jagiellonia. Oh, that kid is so easily being one each. Again, such a simple ball out wide, right, and then it's just cut right across the box. The Jagiellonia man makes contact, is the first to make contact, but he puts it out for a goal kick. Another warning sign here for Rangers. Taylor Wascott just can't keep up with his man. One ball across. I think the bounce actually takes it away from him. But it's got to be a warning sign that we need to be showing a lot more intent here. That's going to be a free kick, though. It is good. RFC easy, okay. It's good.
And I will just come back in there again, Alex, just on what you're talking about there about the Jagiellonia chance from their right, our left. That's what happens when you don't have a fullback on the pitch.
Yeah.
And you're expecting a midfielder to cover that space. It's a simple ball through. Asgard's got no chance of getting anywhere near it. And again, I don't know the striker's name, but he's just to the left of the 6-yard box. He's got to score there.
He definitely does. And Stuart, imagine someone watching this for the first time. I think you're a ventriloquist. They will. With the way that Martin goes on. All due respect, but how can you analyse players versus such poor opposition? You surely expect every Rangers player to stand out. But you can't say, Leo, that this is a lower opposition. They beat us in the first game. They are in the qualification exact same as us. So they've done as much as we have to get to the qualification. So to say that it's a poor team, I think it's a bit disrespectful to Jagiellonia. Because I think that everybody in their own right that's got here deserves to be here for what they've done in the respective league. Martin, ladies and gentlemen, the time is now 10:45. Tesco will be closing in 15 minutes. And the Polish League is ranked much higher than Scotland, by the way. Much higher. So, for folk to say that it's a pub team and it's a poor team, it's a poor man's Partick Thistle, they're ranked higher than we are. Aye. No, the way the Martins come up with a great point there, that they would 100% beat every other team in Scotland. Like, bar the team at the top of the league, Shankland, he's just overhit that. Good ball in. Going to go to Gassama. He's not going to get. Polish League is ranked 11th. The Farmers League is ranked 36th. Vicky, thank you very much. Appreciate that. That was a great ball in again, by the way. The goalie's done well to get it away. First time watching. Do every game. Big D, we cover every single game, whether it be cup games, European games, or league games. We cover every single one. We have access to mute his mic, Ian. Mute who? That was a great pass, by the way. Dan Neil, Yokota, Dan Neil again, Macania, out wide to Asgard. Asgard puts one over the top to Raskin. He's not going to get there, though. It's cleared away and out for a Rangers throw. Easy comeback, bro. Second half, 100% Jagiellonia got it. Let's find out. Jagiellonia made a European quarter-final last year. How many Scottish teams made it that far? Exactly. Right, wait a minute here. So, that ball went up there. The referee said nothing. It hit Lawrence Shankland in the hand. He just said play on. All right. Like button will be underneath the video. You'll be able to see it. No, he does not. He does not. Especially at Ibrox, regardless of what shirt he's wearing. Well, I think they've been pretty decent. I don't think they really need a slap at half time. Actually, glad it's the fake Jags we're playing, because if it was the real Jags, we'd be out the Scottish Cup. Oh, I love it. This team took Fiorentina at penalties. Exactly. But yeah, they're not that good, you know. They did have Dude Hall. So if I just joined the feed, where does it say who scored? I'll tell you, pal. It was Lawrence Shanklin that scored from the penalty spot. That's who scored. There you go. Now you know. Or you can go on Google, Thought Mob. Right, there's plenty of other sources you can look at, and it'll tell you exactly who scored. But my stream's not going to tell you that. Because Martin's an arsehole for that pish. Watch your language. This is a public show. Oh, are you? All right, aye. Would you sub off Nadiri from Miovski? I probably would, I probably would. I think he's not been in the game as much as a lot of people would have thought he would have been. I mean, it'd be good to see that, to be fair, where the people bring on Dragicevic and cut his second half. I do agree with Martin saying that it shows that he's got something right if he sticks with the same team, but it's also, we're not at panic stations yet. We are winning the game, so we don't need to panic right now. Right, out wide to Yokota. Look how they're having to double up on Yokota. They know for a fact that this boy's dangerous. Nico. Fuck's sake, Nico! That's twice now! Fucking hell, there's options in front of you. Fucking hell. There's options on options. You're not Dragicevic, man. Pass the fucking ball. Exactly. Why Stevie? Thank you very much. So there's 1,500 people watching. Why not just hit that like button? Just shocking, man. Fuck, honestly. Just wasting a great opportunity. Rangers have done great to get into that position, and it's just like, nah, I'm just going to hit it. This referee is on one. Smoke. We'll talk about it in the next 5 minutes or so, the penalty. It's definitely a contentious one. Stevie, this is a family show. You woke up my sleeping dog. Sorry. 2 minutes added on. There's Martin typing away furiously in the background. We do want players to shoot, but not when they're going to waste opportunities like that. I'm sorry, but no. Shanklin Bracing coming, Gaza. Let's hope so. Fernandez out wide to Sterling. Goes to Macania. No, he does not. He goes to Yokota. And that is a Jagiellonia ball. Get Drago Miovski and Curtis on. Raskin, that's a Rangers ball? Rangers ball. Crowd's going to be a bit flat, but I think it's just because we're getting close to half time. Nico, no bids, Raskin. I think we're just going to see this game out by the looks of it to half time. To be fair, the Macania trying to drag us forward. Isama, he's done well here. He's done well. That's going to be a Rangers. No, it's not. It's a Jagiellonia throw-in. Well said. Alex Raskin is gone. Our players are so far apart. Yeah, they're so far apart there. We do need consistency, sure. You're right. Macania puts it across to Yokota. Yokota to Dan Neil. Dan Neil fires it to Shanklin. Shanklin to Nadiri. Nadiri! Oh, unlucky Ryan Nadiri, sir. And it's a corner. It's a corner. That was great work. Yokota got it absolutely fired into him. It was a great touch. Shanklin with the outside of the boot just to reverse it to Nadiri. Hits the shot and it goes out for a Rangers corner. Rangers finishing the stronger of the two. What can Taylor Asgard here do to put the ball in the middle here? Taylor Asgard whips the corner in, makes his way to the middle to Raskin, and nobody gets the ball. Again, Raskin just ball watching, and that should be half time. Yeah, and there is half time. So it has finished. It is at half time. Rangers 1, Jagiellonia 0. We got a half. Looking, I would say the better of the two, but it just depends how we come out in that second half. So we will, as soon as he is ready, bring in Mr. Martin Douglas as we will go through all of the first half of that game and give you our opinion. So whenever you're ready, Douglas, you bring yourself in. Oh, listen, this boy says he's professional, man. It's hold on the building's on fire.
So, yes, hello everybody. I can't get the graphics working properly, so I will just come through the magical sound waves instead of my face being on the screen. Alex, mate, I've got to say, look, whether, I'm not saying that we were absolutely phenomenal in that first half, but we were a lot better than what we have been. We did create a good few chances at the very beginning of the game. They sort of dried up a little bit. But overall, mate, I've got to say I'm relatively happy with that first half.
Listen, it doesn't take a lot to say it, but this is probably the best performance so far under Derek McInnes that we've seen. Even though it is only the first half, we've been more direct. Yes, we need to shoot up the defence a wee bit, but being more direct. We've seen the wingers get involved a lot more. We spoke about Gassama getting involved. I thought he's been pretty good, but there's a massive 45 minutes now to come for Rangers. We've obviously got ourselves in the lead. It's just now about getting ourselves into a stage where we control this game. I do think, though, that there's a lot of work for the players just to control the game a wee bit. There's one too many opportunities for me, Martin, where Jagiellonia are just putting one ball over the top or one ball out wide, and it's getting them straight through.
How much of that do you think it's got to do with the change in formation? Or do you think, regardless of the change in formation, that was happening anyway?
No, listen, I think it's all down to the formation. And the only reason I'll say that, and a lot of people go, oh, it's going to happen anyway. I think it was down to the formation because we've got a back three. So you're wanting your three defenders to stay quite tight. Whereas with the back three, if we've got a back four, you've at least got the likes of McCrory, you've got Sterling, you've got Robbins out there. So you've got somebody out there to try and cover that. Yes, they were getting beat when we were in a back four, but I just think that we're now trying to be that bit more compact.
Yeah, I would tend to agree with that, mate. Great to see Lawrence Shankland get his goal, mate. He's been absolutely desperate for that. Hopefully that takes a little bit of pressure off him. Penalty or not, mate, a goal's a goal. And I really, really hope that takes a bit of pressure off Shankland now, and we can start to see a bit more of the Shankland we've seen at Hearts.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I think there's always a bit of pressure to get your first goal. I mean, look how many goals Alfredo Morelos scored for us, and it took him, 3 games to get his first goal as well. So it does take a bit of the pressure away. You want him to now kick on and not that be like a one every couple of games. It needs to be consistently getting goals. For me, though, Shankland's been getting himself in very good positions. Obviously, almost setting up. Hey, he's on the screen. Look at him, there he is. Almost setting up Ryan Nadiri with a great pass. But I just think that there's a lot of work to do for confidence in this front line. And it's kind of hard to say because Lawrence Shankland was scoring for fun at Hearts last season. Ryan Nadiri, not so much. But Nadiri, I think, for me, knew he was going to be a backup because Yusuf Chamiti was going to be alongside Lawrence Shankland. He's now got injured and Nadiri's gone. Well, you're now the number 2 striker. You are going to be alongside Lawrence Shankland most weeks. Mm-hmm. And I think that's going to put a pressure on both of them. But I do think the shackles are now going to be released from Shankland because he's got that goal. I'm going to ask you then, mate, for you, penalty or no penalty?
I mean, look, by the letter of the law, it's a penalty. But like I've said to you before, and I've said it in the past when it's been decisions for Rangers and decisions against Rangers, I'm not a big fan of that being given as a penalty because it is accidental. He's not moved. For me, he's not moved. And I know this is quite old-fashioned and there'll be loads of people that maybe disagree. Firstly, I'm delighted we got the penalty. Right? And I'm delighted that we're 1-0 up, we're back in the game, and I'm fully confident now that we can come out in this second half and go on and win the game. So I'm delighted we got the penalty. But in the olden days, Alex, was it no ball, hand to ball, wasn't it? And that boy's got no idea that ball's coming towards his hand. He's genuinely tried to play the ball. It's not took a massive deflection off his hand. If anything, if our strikers are actually on the ball, it's probably helped us a little bit, the slight nick off the hand. So if I was in charge, I'm not giving that as a penalty. If I'm making the rules, sorry, I'm saying that's not a penalty. But letter of the law, it is. But I think it's really poor. I think it's really poor that they are penalties.
Yeah, it's very poor. And I do agree. Like hand to ball rather ball to hand is what they should judge it on. But now you see it like again. That was the exact same that happened midweek at the weekend. Sorry, Martin. The ref took about a minute or so. Play's gone on. Rangers have got a free kick, and then they've gone. Oh, now we need to go back and check that incident that's happened, and the game's carried on. Let's go check for the penalty. It feels like, excuse me, everything's penalised. Every little second is watched, which it should be, right? But that boy, as you said, has got no idea the ball's coming to his hand. Where does he put his hands? They're down by his side where they should be. He's going for a header and it hits him in the hand. It was always going towards the keeper. I think if anything, it actually takes it that bit further away from the goalie because Nadiri wasn't getting it, and neither was Asgard.
See the way that I always judge penalty decisions that go for us. How would I feel if that was given against us? And if we lost a penalty for that, again, I would understand it because it's part of the rules. But I'd also be raging that was a penalty given against you. You know, but listen, we got it. It's not one of those where you're going, that's absolutely never a penalty in its life and that's a shocking decision, right? What we're finding out about refs in Europe more and more and more is you're going to get poor decisions quite a lot. Yeah. You're going to get refs buying a lot of the diving tactics that goes on unless you're Gassama and you just really can't dive, right? And you're honking at it. But you're going to get these decisions in games. And that's just something that you have to expect in European football. But delighted we got it, mate. I think we deserved it as well at the time. I think for how we were playing. Somebody did put a really good comment in, though, and not to be negative in any way, shape or form, because I do think this has been our best performance so far under Derek McInnes. And I think where we are in the position that we're in and how fans are feeling, I think you have to take the positives when they're there, regardless of the opposition, because this is still a decent team, not a high-level European team, but this is still a decent team we're playing, so you need to take the positives where you can get them. But I would like to see a goal for open play, Alex.
Oh, I'd love to see a goal from open play. Like, come on, how many games am I going to sit here and they'll watch long and not get a goal for open play? Please just give me one. But listen, I think we've actually built on the penalty. I think we've built on it in terms of we've looked a better team. I think we need to have a conversation about Yokota because everything's coming through that boy. And I think, we have built on it. We've tested the goalkeeper. We sat and watched against, I think it was it Hibs or Dundee United even that we watched. We didn't build on it when we scored. We have here. We've definitely been in the ascendancy. We have took the game to Jagiellonia, which since we went 1-0 up, but a lot of play has come through Yokota. Yeah. He's a player that just looks like he wants to take players on, wants the ball, asking for it, but when he gets it, he just runs at players. Listen, and that's what we need to see.
Alex, he's been brilliant in that first half, and something that I don't even think Czerny had that, right? And Czerny was excellent for us, right? And Yokota's obviously he's not been in the door 2 minutes, so he's definitely not already had a better he's had a better start than Vaclav Czerny. But you can't say he's been a better player for us yet because he's literally just in the door. See that direct play though, that direct running, the speed, the quickness, the ability to shift it from one foot to the other, not scared to take a man on. And the only thing I've yet to see from him is a proper good delivery in terms of like a swinging high ball into the box or whatever. But see that when he gets to that byline and cuts that ball back into the box, our strikers now need to go, right, we didn't know he could do that, right? Because he's just in the door. But now that we know he can, as soon as he gets that ball out wide and he's running at a defender, we get across that front post. We have to start getting across that front post because we will score so many goals that way. And right now, for me, Shankland and Nadiri are both still a little bit caught on their heels.
Yep.
If they wake up to that and Yokota can do more of that, we will score goals.
Yeah, and I fully agree with you. What I do like about Yokota more than the deliberate is the fact that you don't know where he's going, Martin. There's been times where he's defended the defender that he's going to go to the byline and he cuts in the middle and gets a ball across, or he does the exact same. It looks like he's coming in the middle, beats the defender, gets the byline, and then gets in and tries to get that ball. He's got a pass on him to get in. I would like to see his delivery be that bit more effective. He looks to try and play it along the ground rather than in the air. But I do agree, Shankland and Deedy just need to get after the heels that wee bit quicker, get in the middle. I do like the fact that Taylor Asgard's getting in there a lot more as well. He's when you watch Asgard, he tends to not get in the box as much. He's trying to be that third man, get in the middle, get the ball to him. And I think that some of that's come from the fact that, I criticised him, but you've got Daniel and Raskin. I criticised Daniel because he doesn't look like he's doing much. But you look at it, he's making it look effortless, I think.
I actually think Raskin's been quite poor in that first half, if I'm being honest with you.
Shocking. Shocking, mate.
I don't think he's been shocking. I just think he's been poor. But and look, I will take you up on your point there very quickly because I know the teams are ready to come back out. Very quickly on Dan Neil. I don't think Dan Neil's had a great first half, but I have seen one or two things from Dan Neil in that first half where I've went, maybe with a little bit of time, you can offer something to this team. And obviously I'm trying to be as positive as I can, and I'm trying to just look at every positive and take it out and go. I'm not sitting here saying that Dan Neil's going to be great, he's going to be brilliant for the football club. I just seen one or two wee touches in there, one or two wee bits of movement from him, where I'm thinking, right, if you can get your act together quickly, Mr. Neil, then maybe you can offer something to this team. And that's why when people were saying, I'd like to see Dan Neil being taken off at half time, I'd like to see him being given another 5-10 minutes. Yeah. Just to see if he can settle any more into the game and maybe shows a wee bit more. And also that's Derek McInnes saying, this is the first game where I've not had to make a substitution at half time because the team's actually doing quite well. So that's something that I would definitely like to see. And just really quickly, Alex, do you know what? Raskin has been relatively poor for me a couple of times, and I've seen you go off your nut about it a couple of times through on goal. Not through on goal, outside the box. The first time I can understand why he's took a shot, not much round about him, and he's blasted it over the bar. Horrible shot. The second time, there's 3 Rangers players in front of him just in the edge of the box.
Yep.
And he's got to make that pass. Does he have the ability to make that pass? Yes, he does. So he's got to do it. And again, it's a carbon copy shot where it's better off at Murrayfield. That's not Raskin's game. Raskin's not good at long shooting. So see in the second half, if he gets that opportunity again, for the love of God, Raskin, make the pass.
No, I feel agree with you. He needs to make that pass. I think that's the reason why I said he's been shocking him. Maybe I'm being harsh, but it's just the fact that he's taking shots on that. Listen, he might be capable of it. We've not seen it when he's been at Rangers. Just pass the ball. There's players in there that, stop panicking at that stage. And that's what it feels like he's doing. He's panicking. Get a pass in there and set up a teammate to get a goal. But I just think that I agree with you. I think it'd be a disservice to any of the players who get took off at half time because we have looked good. We got in the ascendancy in the last maybe 20-25 minutes of that first half there. And I think, if you take somebody off, you're going, right, maybe you're not match fit, maybe you're lagging a wee bit. Give them a chance to say, right, well, let's see what we can do the first 5-10 because we're not behind in this game, Martin. We've got it back to level. Let's now push on and try and get it. See if you get to 60 minutes and it's not working, even 50 minutes and it's not working, then look at a substitution. Look at bringing on Dragievich. Look at bringing on Bojan Miovski. Look at maybe even bringing on a Connor Barron. But we need to be giving these players a chance to say, right, if I've not been good in the first half, let me try and rectify it because we're not in a losing position where the game's gone. We are in a position where a goal for Rangers puts us in the ascendancy and all falls back on Jagiellonia to have to then come out even more than they are and try and then put the pressure on Rangers.
Do you know what else I would like to see in this second half for as long as he's on the pitch? Maybe it might last the full 90, I don't know. I'd like to see a little bit more for Taylor Asgard. I don't think he's been poor. I think he's been okay. He's had a couple of decent shots. I would just like to see a bit. Somebody mentioned it in the comments actually about when Raskin was running through, there was nowhere for him to slip passes through. I think the second one there was, but I'd like to see more of that for Taylor Asgard, Alex, because he's definitely got the ability to make those defence splitting passes, and I just don't think we see it enough for him. So I would definitely like to see it a lot more for Taylor in the second half, as he's making a half-time substitution anyway, as Ross McCrory's coming on. Is that him going back to a 4, Alex?
I'd assume so, unless it's for like Dujon Sterling maybe, and he's going to a back 3 and put McCrory at the left centre half. because I don't think that Fernandes or McCann have been poor in any way. I don't think Dujon Sterling has either. So,
however, Alex, what I will just quickly before I go, what I will say is there was a good 3-4 times that Jagiellonia get through our defence far too easy in that first half.
Yeah, no, definitely did, and maybe that's what he's going to. So who's he bringing off? All right, okay.
Asgard,
aye. Asgard's coming off. So
well, that makes my point completely null and void then about Asgard.
It does indeed, and that means we're going to 4-4-2. It'll be so who it'll be? It'll be Neil and Dan Neil and Raskin in the middle, Yokota and Gisama on the wings, and then it'll be
Sterling will go to left back, won't he? McCrory will go to right back, and then you've got McCann and Fernandes.
Just a weird substitution, in all honesty, because I don't think Dujon Sterling, Taylor Asgard was poor. Sorry, but maybe it is because the balls are going over the top.
But it could be a knock, Alex.
It could be. We've not heard anything to suggest, so it could be. But I do think it is because so many balls were getting over the top that we're struggling with it, and they've gone to more of a defensive position that we haven't struggled going forward. Maybe they just want to shore up the defence a bit.
Aye. Derek McInnes, for some reason, is going absolutely apoplectic in the touchline. I don't know what's going on.
We're not seeing anything to show.
But yeah, I'm just going to stay with you quickly until the game kicks off, Alex, because I can't move windows.
All right, cool.
So I'll just stay with you very quickly until the game kicks off, mate, and then you can take over. So there we go.
No worries.
We have kicked off. Everybody, Thank you very much for listening to my nonsense during half-time. And here is Hightower with your full second half watch along.
Let's hope it is just the second half, Martin, and we aren't having to sit here for extra time. Let's hope Rangers can get the job done in this half and just take the game to Jagiellonia. That's a good. Do not give me extra time, you. Oh, that was a poor tackle there on Dan Neil, and the yellow card out straight away. But that was high. I don't have it. Where is it? Oh, I think it's in the living room. As you can tell, I'm in midway conversations with the Wayne because I stole their phone after, but it is in the living room. No, I think there is, to be fair. I think it's a high boot. I think it's man, there's nothing in that. Nothing in that at all. It catches him near the knee, but nothing in that. Yeah. No bother, Martin. Right, let's pop this out so I can do it like this. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. There was nothing in that. Oh, piss off. There we go. We are absolutely honking. I don't think we're honking. It's a heat knock. What was the sub? The sub was Taylor Asgard off, Ross McCrory on. All right, they went into huddle when they should have been kicking off. That's what Derek McInnes was raging at. Oh, that's surely a pass back. I don't know what happened there. I think he kicked the ball off his own man, and Shanklin almost got. Let's see this again. He did. He kicked the ball off his own man, but then is that not a pass back because he's picked it back up on his own? Look, Lucas, I am watching it on RTV, my friend. Unlucky from Gisama. He's done well though. Dan Neil. We are getting worse every year. Our players are shite, so and I don't think our players are shite at all. Stephen, but we need a goal or two. We do. Ross McCrory's done very well there to win that ball back. Gisama forward. Nico Ras to McCrory. McCrory puts a ball in early. Doesn't make its way to Shanklin though. The pass needs to be intentional for it to be a pass back. All right, okay, fair enough. That's a red if we're wearing blue. Aye, too right. McCrory's shite. Direct move by Valton. Come on, that's unfair. Curtis Billy will come on. We need another goal before the hour to settle it all. This game feels like an extra time job. It does, and I hope it's not, because then Martin will be doing extra time. That's great from Daniel to cut that out there. Nadiri. Oh, he's just undersold it to Nadiri again. Oh, great passer from Jagiellonia. But Fernandez just gets across and goes, that's mine. Thank you very much. I'm not subscribed. Can I just watch a watch along? You can't just watch the watch along. What, Lucas? You can indeed. Sure, that's a free kick to Rangers. No, he just tells him to get up. Fair enough. Referee gave a free kick against us for that goalkeeper fuck up. Oh, aye, cool. That just shows you, doesn't it? Just shows you. I said I'm not doing it, but I'm still just slyly eating my dinner here. I've got the watch along and the game on. So I appreciate anybody that is here watching. Fernandez has done well there, but it is going to go out for a Jagiellonia throw-in. No, it's not. Now it is. Dujon Stella, make sure it does. Kev, Jesus Christ. McCrory just watching that go out there, but it's not going to go out. McCrory being too casual about it. No, Peter, we cannot start sitting back. I'm getting food, don't worry. We might get 2.5 goals. You'll be lucky, though. Bon appetit. Cheers, Scott. Up the Rangers for an Irishman. Let's do this, lads. Get into them. Have a 10 accumulator on. Well, yes, sir. Let's hope we get it. What the fuck? Jesus. Fucking pop almost fell on my head there. Jesus. Don't know why that's fallen. The fuck? Shot myself. That's never a free kick, referee. Come on. We need to start chasing the ball. I we do. There's no Russell Burger and microchips. No. The halftime subs Vix was Asgard off and Ross McCrory on. We definitely need that second goal. Macanya's done well with that. He's done very well. But again, it just feels like there's nobody there challenging for that second ball. Yakota, unlucky. That's why he didn't go to Saudi. Would have got Jesus. Again, we're just letting this Jagiellonia just walk with the ball. The pressure needs to be a lot more. Somebody pressure that. Somebody pressure that. Excuse me. McCrory's done well there. And again, McCrory's actually doing well. He's screaming at his players. Why is nobody going in for that? Right, so we've got a back four here, and Dujon Sterling was nowhere near the ball there. Ball in the middle. Oh. And it's a Rangers free kick as Fernandez goes down. Asgard had his chips, unlike me. I know. I'm not even getting them. Oh. And Neil takes the ball away. Gives it to Gassama. Gassama to Nadiri. Nadiri. Ah, Nadiri! No, the sub change is a bit of a weird one. But that's a poor touch from Nadiri again. I think that's time to probably look at getting Bojan Miovski on. How long do you think till... Oh. Pander. Who the hell is Kyle Glasgow? Rangers is signing players because they want to laugh at their names. No, Kyle Glasgow is a young player who is very good and probably will get minutes. Nadiri definitely needs to be better there. Nadiri just needs to get his pressure up there. Wrong flag, lad. That's a rack. No, we've not. Raskin's done well there, though. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's every ball like that, though. Just honestly. Like a giraffe with slippers on. Oh, I love it. Unfortunately, Jamie Canny, my friend. There's quite a few of the wingers, Leo, that would get into the Rangers team. You can't hear a cat. You're not tripping, no. It's locked in. It's trying to get out. I think he's got it. Meow. Oh, I love it. Meow. Not just yet. I've still got it sitting here. No ate it at all. I've been eating wee bits of it. Back to front, the Republic of Coatbridge. The Republic of Coatbridge. Get Miowski on here running behind. Got braces today, and it's actually agony. Oh, Lucas, I feel your pain. Oh, that's a great passer from Gassama to McCrory. McCrory puts it into Shankland. Oh, and you just can't take it with him. But again, just stops running. Doesn't even try and put a tackle back in for it. Free Gaza. Free up. Oh, my God. Oh, well done from Pandur there. Dakota. Fernandez. Pandur. Don't know if it's because of the change of formation, but we haven't started. No, we've not. Kanya puts a ball forward, but again, nobody there to win it. Nadiri makes his way back here to Shanklin. Shanklin to Yokota. Yokota gets fouled there, but the referee eventually gives a free kick. I think Curtis fills us with a bit of confidence. Canada Bear. Support the team, Jers. Stay positive or find something else to watch. Maybe EastEnders. Douglas. Douglas has abandoned me. He's away. How many likes we on? So we're on 433 likes, folks. Sorry, 413. We're on 413 likes. There are about 1,500 people in here. Can we get that to 600 likes before the end of the stream? We do definitely need more urgency, Stephen. You're right, we do. We're getting a ball over the top there, and we're just not getting that urgency. And Kev, McCann is definitely a solid find. Question Hightower, if you could make a film with one Cheers legend, who would it be? Reminds me of Walter Smith. I'd actually like to make a film with Ali McCoist. I would have bring on Dragijevic for the Deary. No. I would put Dragijevic in the midfield, or maybe Raskin. Martin, come in, Martin. Bless you, Martin. Bless you, Martin. There she is. We've only got one striker on the bench. Oh, no, we've got Kyle Glasgow as well. Put him at striker. Sama. Oh, unlucky. I put Dragijevic on for Nadiri. This referee decides when he wants to give the foul. Oh, you fucker. Motherwell are winning 2-0. Let me see. So, Hearts are still drawing nothing each at half time. Motherwell are drawing nothing each. That game's at 90 minutes. And Motherwell are winning 2-0 as they go into the 62nd minute. We definitely need goals. Aye, because Motherwell are winning 2-0. Right, so Hibs are drawing nothing each. Right, I said Hibs! Calm down! My mother's nowhere, right? Shut your face. Fucking Jesus, man. What happened to rebuild is... Yeah, the rebuild still in progress. That ball over the top there was... It's great defence from Dujon Sterling. Get Danny laugh. Justin from work, appreciate you doing this high tower. Come on, Rangers. Malcolm, cheers, pal. There's too many just jogging about here. A £5 super chat. You'll see the super sticker on YouTube from Fraser Boyd. Fraser, thank you very much, sir. That is very much appreciated for the support. Thank you, sir. Jagiellonia here, getting some time and space. Need the numbers out to close this down. Jagiellonia. From Macania to get that away. I don't think it's worse than the Russell Martin team because we're actually winning a game. Russell Martin, you shut your hole. I didn't mention your name, right? Dougal, don't you be popping up here and trying to get on Martin's side. You said mother twice and you know it. Shut up. Also, Jet8172, thank you very much for that £5 super sticker as well. Oh my God. Shut up, Martin. See, unless you want to come on and date yourself. Shut up. 8127. Honestly. Dragijevic is stripped and ready to come on. That is your first super chat on a live stream as well, so thank you very much for that, sir. It's appreciated. I'm laughing because Martin is sitting in the background here, got in my ear. Me. Shut up! Apologies, folks. This is such a professional show. Yeah, they're a better team this second half, I will say that, but I think changing to this back three kind of looks to me like it's worked in their favour, in all honesty. We do need another goal rush, you're right. Yeah, I mean, what Mark's just said there agrees with what Jaldi says. Why are we waiting to hit them on the counter-attack, run at them? We need to wake up here and actually get them. We're 61 minutes in here at Ibrox, and we look like we've already won the game and we're just playing it about, knowing that it's already won. Good there from Gassama. Shankland. He's unlucky he can't take that down there. Jagiellonia. Macania's done well. He's done well to keep it though. Dan Neil. Puts it into Gassama. Gassama, for fuck's sake. The feds are watching. Yes, I will be doing all the watch-alongs this season unless I'm working. But yes, I will be. Change it back for to slow down the game and giving the opposition more time to be in the ball to counter us. Yeah, it has. Definitely has. And again, that's another wayward shot, but this time there's nobody in front of Gassama to pass to. But Kami Devlin and Dragijevic are suited and ready to come on. So it's probably going to be what, Dan Neil and Nico Raskin, you've got to say? That'll come off. Can't see them bringing off tackles for this, so it'll probably for me be the two midfielders that come off and bring on two fresh ones. Nico's done well there, though. And Neil to Yokota. Yokota to Shankland. Oh, his touch is poor, man. Such a poor first touch. Daniel tried to win the ball back, but his touch just got away from him. Good there from Fernandez. Gives it back to Daniel. Daniel to Gassama. Gassama down the line. Makes his way in. That's a free kick. That's a free kick. Aye, good. And the yellow card is out for the Jagiellonia defender, Vital. It's okay having a higher possession ratio like against House, but it's goals that count. Exactly, Jet, you're right. Every shot, mile over the bar, whole front line is knackered. We don't night overall. Gassama hit the cross button instead of shoot. Oh, yep, Hibs go through after the nothing each. Nadiri and Dan Neil, I reckon. Shankland, awful. That was an awful touch. So, Dan Neil to put in this free kick. Alex Still, that one to stop nipping here just to get on here so we can hear what he's saying. No, definitely doesn't want to be on. So, Dan Neil here to swing one in. Dan Neil. Oh! Unlucky there. Fernandez needs to get back here. Shankland tries to win the ball there. Yokota puts a tackle in as well. But they've managed to take it away here. Need to watch the switch. McCrory's not even noticed the man's behind him. Jagiellonia put a ball in. Cleared by Sterling. And it's one each. Jagiellonia get in front. 2-1. One each, sorry. One each. One each. Again, a switch over and they get a ball in. It's cleared as far as the left midfielder who puts another ball in. And it's an easy header. And it's Rangers 1, Jagiellonia 1. It's been definitely coming. It has. It's been deserved from Jagiellonia. So, a lot of shouts for offside. He's nowhere near offside. Nowhere near offside. A £5 super chat from G-Pole. Come on, the Teddy Bears. Thank you very much for your support, sir. Very much appreciated. VR can't get involved. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it at all. So, we've got Cammy Devlin on for Nico Raskin. And yes, so it's the two midfielders, Daniel and Raskin off, Dragicevic and Devlin on. Oh, just. It's going to be a massive, now what, 25 minutes for Rangers here? A massive 25 minutes. Oh, it's poor defending. Such poor defending. He's on Sterling on the ball here, looking for numbers forward. There was numbers in front of him and decided to go back away. Can't see this going to extra time. I know there's folk in the comments saying it, but I really can't see it. Not unless we pull the finger out massively. Asgard got took off at half time for Ross McCrory. Dragicevic across to Macania to McCrory. McCrory back to Macania, and it's just going to go side to side again now. Oh my God, it's all the way back to fucking Ivar Pandur. They're trying to get the players up for it, but there's just side to side, side to side, side to side, back to front, side to side. That guy that scored for them signed from Oxford United. We've literally not even crossed the fucking halfway line without going back the way. Oh, McInnes the Rangers man, but not the man for Rangers. No two games are the same. Bring back Gerald. Listen, we cannot score a goal in open play. This is shocking. We've become boring to watch this second half, we have. Oh. Kusama. Oh, this is going to be a terrible watch for the next 25 minutes. Hearts are beating Benfica. Fucking hell. Yokota. Oh, just cannot get a shot away. Fernandez. That's still a free kick. We do need Bojan on. You know, there is a comment there, by the way, and it's so true. Gerrard got 3 seasons to win something, and a lot of people want Derek McInnes out right now. We've got to give the man time. Martin said it last night, the crossover. We do. We're just giving the ball away needlessly. It's definitely not 2-1, by the way. Don't listen to any of the comments that are saying it is, because it's definitely not. Well done by Devlin now to win the ball back. And it's going to be a Jagiellonia throw-in. Cagliari. Mm-hmm.
Right, just to get my 2 cents in, Alex, for everybody listening. By the way, thank you so much for the support tonight, folks. It's been absolutely incredible. We're almost at 500 likes, which is, we've never had 500 likes whilst the stream was live. So if there's another 40 people out there who want to like the stream, you'll get us to that magic 500 number. But Alex, mate, I cannot believe the regression in this second half after what we watched in the first. You said it during your commentary there, mate. It's almost as if we've come out in this second half and thought, well, that was quite easy in the first. The game's done. We've sat off the ball. We've not looked as menacing. We've barely went forward, and now we're going back to this shockingly slow side-to-side passing with 0 penetration. It's
the fact that all we're hearing on the Rangers TV commentaries, we need to be patient. We need to take our time. Fans don't want to hear it or see it. No, we definitely need to be seeing a lot more urgency here. I'm not seeing it. And that there from Nadiri is shocking, by the way. Hit the shot. Nadiri! Oh, for fuck's sake, man.
Again, fair play to Nadiri, right? Him and Shankland have 0 understanding, Alex.
None.
Right? 0 understanding together. Nadiri's made a honking pass towards Shankland. Shankland's not reacted anywhere near quick enough. Just outside the box. Nadiri's won the ball back. Fair play to him.
That's fucking shocking from Jagiellonia, man.
A powder puff shot at goal. And like you just said there, we've got the numbers in the box there. The ball comes into Dragicevic. He tries to pass it to Nadiri on the right-hand side of the 6-yard box for some reason and just passes it out for a goal kick.
Fucking turn and hit it, man. Like, this one here, yeah, I agree with you. Nadiri does well to stab it back and has a shot. Yes, it's pretty powder puff the shot at the end. But then, why is Dragicevic just deciding that I'm not going to put any sort of conviction in this and just give it back to them? Honestly, we're watching something happen here that a lot of people don't want to see, and obviously it's happening. But Rangers are going the right way to be having to play the playoff just to get into the Conference League at this stage. Never mind the Europa League. It's shocking, mate. But listen, I don't think we deserve to be in the Europa League for the way we played. Fernandez and Pander, fucking, what are they doing? Oh, and that's what we're supposed to be relying on, by the way. McCanya's done well there, though, to take it away. Gives it to McCrory. McCrory puts it forward here. Nadiri does well, though. He's been held back. That's got to be a red card. That's a straight red. It has to. He's giving it the other way. He's giving it the other way. Nah, no fucking danger. How is that a Jagiellonia free kick? No way. He pulls him back. Nah, no chance, man. Right. Nah, fuck off. No chance. He's got a hold of Nadiri's jersey. Nah. That is diabolical. And he's going to book somebody here, the referee. Dragicevic is booked as well for his protests.
The reason that won't be overturned, Alex,
as well, and the Jagiellonia official as well.
Yeah, the reason that won't be overturned is because Nadiri does have a grab on his shirt as well. Not as much as the grab on Nadiri's shirt, to be fair, and it is a foul and it should be a red card. But see, just because Nadiri's got that wee small grab on his shirt, they won't overturn that decision.
But then look at the penalty that was given. Fucking honestly, against Hibs, shocking behaviour, man. This is just, oh. Well, Rangers need to use this as motivation. They won't though, but they need to use it as motivation. Shankland again losing an easy ball there. Fighting for it though. Shankland defending here. He's done well to get it away, but only as far as the Jagiellonia attacker. Dragievich plays a silly ball. Devlin deals with it though. Yakota. Fucking, this is comical, man. What is going on here? This is comedy at its best from Rangers. Comedy at its best. Now, that's where a yellow card, by the way. He leads him with the elbow in the back of Cammy Devlin there. And nothing. Referee trying to calm this down here. How is that? Watch this here. Goes into the back end with an elbow. Ah, come on. Rangers, Bojan Miovski and Finlay Curtis from the Deary. And maybe Gassama. The Deary and Gassama off, Miovski and Curtis on. So, massive opportunity here for Curtis and Bojan Miovski to turn this around. They have to. James has been a member for 33 months. Get Thelwell Jr. and pulled it out. This result is on them. Let's see what Curtis and Miovski can do. I will say, James, thank you very much for your support for the last 33 months as well. Dakota's pure shite. No, definitely not. Sterling. A Rangers ball. How's that not a Rangers ball? So, I kid you not, guys, 15. Lucky for Dragievich there, but we've won it. Miovski, Shankland takes it down, but nobody's there. Shankland has stayed on, yep. Yakota plays it forward. None of the attackers go for it, though. It's a Rangers ball. Yakota. Just go quick, Yakota. Just go quick, son! Fucking hell! Fucking, oh my God. Dragievich, be careful, man. You're on a fucking booking. The referee will happily send you off. Oh, Dragievich, man. Another ball forward here. Sterling does well. I don't know, Shankland has captain material. There's no urgency whatsoever. Shankland does well there. I just cannot take it down. Pressure him. Keep him in the corner here. Don't foul him. $4.99 super chat there from Malcolm. Thank you very much for that. So, rather pay you guys than Rangers TV. Deem owes 15 minutes of everything they have. Now, thank you very much for that support, mate. Very much appreciated. But you are fully right. They owe us everything here now to show it. It has to just be an all-out attack from Rangers. Give absolutely everything for the last 15 minutes. Oh, Dujon. Afterburners here, Dujon. He's done well. Harry, fair enough. Can't afford. We're shattered, Cassie. We can't afford the extra time, but I take it right now. I said no, but I take it. Yakota. Yakota's fucked. Harry, fair enough. Not going to read any more comments. That's it. Bring on Brandon Barker. Fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. Do we have any other wingers? Do we bring on? We've got Kyle Glasgow to bring on, but Again, another failed throw from Rangers there. McCrory, silly tackle. Bring on Arthur Boric. From watching McGregor, Tab, Goulson, Hollander, Borna, Davis, Jack, Kamara, Kent, Aribo, and Morelos to this on Thursday nights, how much we have regressed. No, joker, I don't think he'll be gone. Told you, Dakota's pish. I don't know who Dakota is. I think Dakota's coming off. What's that? Is it high? It'll be the conference playoffs if we lose this. We've also got Ross McCausland on the bench as well. With another winger option for Dakota. Oh, we've made 4 subs. Oh, aye, 5 subs. I was thinking we could make another one. We've made 5. We've made 5. So we'll have to stick with this team. Doesn't matter what we've got on the bench. We need the players that are on now to go and do something. That hurt the referee and he played on anyway. All right. So when Rangers score here, he'll take it back and say that it hurt him. So we need to give the free kick. Devlin, McCrory. There's just no urgency to get this ball in the box. Dakota just muscled off the ball there. We turn into the Ian Beale. Go left. Dakota is done for, man. Fucking. This is just fair. I will say a massive thank you to Jai for becoming a supporter of the Rangers Rabble. Thank you very much, sir, for that. There is plenty of members' content to come up, as well as the watch-alongs. We do shows pretty much every night and in the afternoon and mornings. Not the afternoon, in the mornings. So, plenty to tune into. Thank you very much, sir. We can't take off your quota. We can't take him off because we've used our 5 subs. 2,000 people watching. Why not hit that like button or become a member of the Rangers Rabble? So much content to come out. But 10 minutes here for Rangers to save the Europa League. 10 minutes.
Alex and all the viewers, of course. I'll be honest with you, mate. I'm watching this right now, and somebody's just put it in our WhatsApp, and I completely agree with him. I think it was Fraser. We could play to midnight and probably still not score a goal from open play unless somebody really gets their finger out. I just don't see it, mate. I don't see it.
I agree with you, mate. I do.
This is ridiculous, mate. This is really, really ridiculous. Do you know what? If you watched that first half and it gave you any sort of positivity about the team progressing or getting better, doing things better, being quicker on the ball, creating chances, looking like we can score goals, to them what we've seen in this second half is, let's be honest, Alex, what we've seen is a Rangers team that's completely bottled it.
Yeah, they've capitulated. And again, like I said, we've got that goal and then we've just decided, you know what, we are not going to do anything to try and win this game. It's absolutely shocking what we're watching right now. Rangers have been mugged tonight, only 1 penalty. 1 penalty isn't good enough, though. We still haven't scored from open play. We've got 1 goal, and the whole time Derek McInnes has been manager from open play, and that was Taylor Wasgard against Dundee United. And yet we're still going back to front, side to side. Yeah, but the own goal's not from a Rangers player, though. I don't care. It's not from a Rangers player, though. Shankland, McCrory. McCrory puts the ball in the middle. And out for a Rangers corner. No? A Jagiellonia goal kick. All right, cool. Wow. I'm just lost for words, mate. I really am. I'm lost for words. I really don't know what to say. How the Rangers turn this around, because folk are going, bring on this player, bring on this player. We've used all our subs. We've got nobody to bring on. This is what we've got to play with now. We are the people. We are total pish. Oh. I'm sorry, but it's Finlay Curtis even touched the ball yet. Bar that pass in for and he says, "I just crossed that away." There's no urgency to get forward. I'm sorry, but there's not. Jagiellonia here. Ball in the middle. There's not even an urgency to get the fucking ball away. Corner to Jagiellonia.
They look like the only team in this game that's going to score now.
They actually do. They actually do. You know, I'm actually just waiting for this game to finish, in all honesty.
I mean, I can't, but at the same time, I can believe the drop-off in performance in this second half. It's shocking, mate. It's absolutely shocking.
I can't get over the fact that it's one swap of the formation and this is what we've regressed to. They're just defending this poor there again. It's just because it falls to pander.
I mean, Alex, that corner comes in, right, and it's headed back along our box, inside the box, and the Jagiellonia player in the centre of the goal. All right, he doesn't get much on it, but he gets a header in the centre of your box.
Yep. I miss Caixinha. Fuck's sake.
I miss Paul Le Guen.
This is just shocking, man. No, listen, John Johnson, you're right, we are pish. Like, there's actually no other way to say it right now. Oh, corner. Rangers corner. Just, do you know what the thing is, though? I actually don't feel any sort of hope that we're going to score from this. I actually don't. Right. Curtis puts the ball in. Oh, saved by the goalkeeper. And Yakota's fouled there, surely. Nope. Just get the bread lost out and bring Warburton back. Oh, this is one of the poorest Rangers teams I've seen in a long time. Like, this is at Ibrox, and we seem like we were away last week in Poland, and we seem like we're away again now. There's no fight, no desire, nothing to even get through here. Dragicevic, oh, Shanklin, oh, fucking, there's three of them in there, and nobody can hit the ball. I honestly don't know why we changed formation in the end. Really don't. I really don't. Listen, folks, I'm not ignoring your comments. I'm just... I don't know what to say. I really don't. Sterling puts the ball forward for Shankland. Shankland wins it. Curtis. And then he just loses out to it. Devlin wins the ball. McCania go forward. Dragicevic. Dujon Sterling. McCrory. Go forward, man! Fucking hell! Honestly, how fucking much more motivation do you need to go forward? Curtis puts a ball in. Oh. Jamiowski has to fucking score that. How much better of a ball do you want in? How much better do you want in?
Alex, mate, that's a worldie ball in there. For the left-hand side for Finlay Curtis, cuts onto his right foot, right? He's about 35 yards out, and he puts the perfect floating cross right onto Miovski's head, and Miovski has got no control over the header. Shocking.
Everybody's asking why Bojan Miovski's not getting a start, why he's not getting a game. There's your answer why. He has to score that. I don't know what fucking Finlay Curtis has to do more there, by the way. I really don't.
And do you know what? Do you know what, Alex, mate? See if Miovski leaves it, I think I would need to see it again, but I think Shanklin's got a tap in if he leaves it.
I think he does. Shanklin and Dragijevic are probably in better positions. But expect your striker who's just come on fresh to score that. Oh, Yakota, man, you are dead on your feet. Yakota is dead on his feet, and there could be a break on here if we're not clever. Careful, sorry. And there is a break on. I think that was our last chance, in all honesty with you. Players are just watching the fucking ball here. Jagiellonia can just go to the corner now. But they're still trying to get a goal. And it's out for a Rangers goal kick.
That was pure luck, Alex, because that was actually a really good play for Jagiellonia on their right-hand side, our left, right? And the boys played the pass, a nice wee kind of reverse pass through. And I don't know that, again, apology, I don't know names. The Jagiellonia player just takes that in his stride, he's through and goal. And he just takes a heavy touch and puts it out for a goal.
That's a great foul. Nah, that's never a foul. That's a great fucking challenge from Cammy Devlin. I don't think any of these players are long-term solutions right now. 4 minutes to get into extra time. Yep. Jagiellonia are just going to take their time here.
And you can't blame them, Alex. You can't blame them.
No, you can't. Fucking Miovski watching the ball again. Jagiellonia puts a ball. Dragijevic misses it. Makanya goes to McCrory. Dragijevic smashes it. Fucking. There's no composure. There's no composure, man. Yeah, and these two ties, Rangers have scored a penalty and an own goal. And just misses the ball there. Makanya. Rangers need to throw the kitchen sink at this now. McCrory puts a ball in. It's going deep. Hernandez. Shankland. Dragijevic. Oh! Fuck off, man. Oh, that's it. That's the game done. Dragijevic is appealing for VAR here. Don't know what you're appealing for VAR for. Let's see it here. Nothing there for a VAR check. It's not a penalty, Amanda. Kanya goes to Pandur. Pandur punts it forward. And again, there's not even a Rangers head challenging for it. McCrory, Dragijevic, McCrory. McCrory just loses out again. Good there from Devlin, though. He just cannot win the ball back. Everybody needs to give every last bit if they've got here. Minute and a half to go. What a tackle that is from Dujon Sterling. Wins every bit of the ball there, Dujon Sterling. Absolutely sits his man on his arse. Jagiellonia are going to get a sub on. 40 seconds to go. You do think there's about a minute to go. Why is he getting to go the full length of the pitch there? But 10 seconds or so for Jagiellonia here. But you've got to imagine with the amount of time they took to get the sub, there's probably that little bit more. Rangers just not even challenging for the ball here. Devlin. That's a Rangers ball. That's went into play. Let's go forward. Dragievich, man. Look at the time we are taking to get this ball forward here. Dragievich. Dragievich needs to win this. He does. Dragievich again. Got a ball in the middle here. Ball in. And there you go. There's full time. Fuck off. Fuck off. Full time. Rangers won. Jagiellonia won. Absolute fucking shambolic at the end there. There's a super chat there. £2 super chat from Paul Robertson. Won't hear from me till things are better. Thanks very much for your support, mate. That was poor. No shots at all. That is shocking, by the way. I don't even know what to say. I'm kind of stalling right now until Martin appears because I'm fucking lost for words. I honestly don't have a clue. I want to say, folks, thank you very much for sticking with me for that absolutely pathetic display from Rangers as they crash out the Europa League in the third qualifying round to Jagiellonia, 3-2 on aggregate. I'm going to hand you over to Martin, Iain and Mark as they're going to take you through all the reaction to that game. So, Martin, take it away.
Alex, mate, thank you very much for bearing through that, mate, in that second half. That was pathetic, that second half performance. First half, there was so much, in my opinion, positivity. There was so much that Rangers done a lot better than what they have done so far under Derek McInnes. And that second half performance has just put any of that good work gone. It's out the window. Frustrating isn't even the word, folks. It really isn't even the word. I would usually say at this point I'm delighted to be joined by, but I'll be honest with you lads. Actually, that's albeit it hasn't went the way we've wanted it to go this season so far, right? That's fair. But at no point this season have I been like absolutely properly raging. I've tried to be as positive as I can, and I've tried to look at things and go, right, well, we're here, but we could go there. And I've never been absolutely raging after a game, even though we've been ridiculously under par so far this season. I'm proper angry after that. I'm proper angry, simply because of that first half performance and how, to me, regardless of the changes that Derek McInnes made, the team absolutely bottled it in that second half. Iain, mate, welcome along. What's your immediate reaction to that?
Whatever he did at halftime killed us. Absolutely killed us dead. We looked the better team in the first half. We looked like we were going to win it. I think wasn't exactly perfect in the first half, but probably some of the best we've played so far this season. And then we make one change to go back to a flat back four. Absolutely kills all momentum. The players don't seem to know what they're meant to be doing in that 4-4-2 sort of situation. And we died a death. McInnes got it wrong. I don't think there was too much you can really complain about the starting team, but the halftime change, it's not McCrory's fault. He comes on for Asgard, and that shows you that we do miss Asgard when he's not in the middle of that pitch, because we just died a death. And I don't think it's angry. I just think it's acceptance that that's what we do now. That's how I feel.
Mark? Well, Mark doesn't have any sound, which is probably good for him, to be fair. Not good for us. But whilst Mark sorts out his microphone issues, you with us, Mark? No, he's not with us.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Perfect. Sorry about that. I selected the right setting and it just kept me back to the old one. What I'm saying is, I'll second and third use too. I thought the first half was decent. I was happy with a few phases of play and stuff like that. They looked bright. The defence was a bit shaky. Makanda looked decent, but that change, like Hamish said, has totally killed us. I don't know why he's made the change, unless it was a fitness issue. Tactically, it didn't make sense to me because we looked all right. I would have kept Asgard on. So unless it's an injury, I don't see why he's done it. So if he's done it purely as a tactical choice, it's a mistake. But I don't know that. So because Ross McCrory, no, he's not a right back for us. I don't understand. He's a squad player. I don't get it. So I won't put the blame on him totally. But our arse fell out at the second half, and we're in Conference League football. So I'm disgusted like yourself. The Hibs game took a toll on me, but this one has just took the cake. We were pathetic up front. We've got nothing up front. Shankland looks terrible. Nadiri looks terrible. I don't know what else to say. I'm scunnered like the pair of used to would be.
I mean, look, we can talk about the Miovski chance later on, Ian, that he absolutely should bury. And look, it's an immediate post-match reaction, so, tempers are high and that. And maybe that's the fact that McInnes has gave Bojan Miovski absolutely zero game time really up until now, that he's maybe not as fresh as what he could have been. I'm not trying to make excuses for him missing a sitter, but to Mark's point, just a bit about Shankland and Nadiri, and maybe I'll reflect on this more in the phone-in tomorrow morning, which you can get, by the way, if you are a member of the Rangers Rabble. You can join us every morning at 10 a.m. for the members' morning call. Maybe I'll reflect on it a bit more then, Ian, but as I sit here right now after watching that game, that's just about, I know he scored the penalty in the first half, fair play, it takes balls to go up and score a penalty, but out with that, mate, I've seen absolutely nothing from Shankland, Ian. I've seen nothing from Nadiri, and up until his injury I hadn't really seen anything from Chermiti either. We're a basket case up front.
Yeah, and what was the one place we all thought, well, that's actually sorted. We've got 4 strikers up front, all fairly decent. 3 of them do the same job and fill the same space. You've seen that tonight. Nadiri and Shankland just filled the same space. When Bojan came on, he filled the same space that Nadiri was filling. So Shankland, those 3 do not work together. We need a different type of striker. If you're going to play them together, you need a different type of striker. So they all do the same job. The only one who's different out of the 4 is Chermiti, but he's very hot and cold, just depending on who we're playing. And we won't be seeing him now until next season anyway. So we need to do something up front, and that was the one place we all thought we were sorted. But all through the team, it's just this lack of wanting to go forward. They're afraid to go forward, afraid to do anything. I think you saw that second half. It's once Jagiellonia equalised, I don't think anybody thought we would score again. No, because they just didn't want to go forward. And we even again changed the second half formation again, because I was watching it, and McCrory then was over at right back, and Finlay was over at left back. Sterling had gone back into the middle. We were effectively playing 5-3-2, and we need a goal. And there was nothing up front to do it. That chance from Bojan Leon, if he actually leaves it, I think you were right when you said it in the watch-along. If he leaves that, Dragijevic and Shankland have actually got the easier chance. So maybe not to defend him, but on Bojan trying too hard to do something in that moment. But we need to sort something else up front, and we need to do it quickly. It can't just be anybody. It needs to be certain quality. I know that we've been linked some Venezuelan striker who's playing in the MLS. If he comes in and looks as composed as Macania, then all great. But we don't have a great record when it comes to MLS players.
Mark, we've got about 1,000 midfielders, right? And I've got to say, see on the evidence of the night, and again, I know that it's reactionary, and I don't want to go too far. Raskin poor, Dragijevic when he came on, poor. Cammy Devlin when he came on, poor. Just about everybody that played in midfield tonight was extremely poor, and that is a worry, mate, moving forward. I know that a lot of people are focused on the defence, and rightly so, because we're just one injury away from having one centre back as it currently stands, right? We're right to focus on that. We've focused on the strikers because they're not scoring. unless it's from dead balls, unless it's from penalties. We're not scoring, but we're not grabbing hold of games, and we're not controlling games in the middle of the park. And when you've got Nico Raskin in your midfield, you fully expect your midfield to perform better than what it has, Mark. And the midfield tonight, first half. Do you know what, Mark? Let's go to the first half, right? We were ambitious. We were going forward. We were creating chances. We looked like we wanted to play little 1-2s and get forward and try and score goals. First half, the midfield worked. The defence worked. The attack worked. All right, we still conceded some chances and possibly could have conceded. But what's the change for the first half to the second half, Mark? And it can't just purely be tactics.
No, I have no clue. I have no answer for why we've dropped off so far, because if I'm being honest, I was quite pleased with the first half. Like I say, defensively we were quite weak with the chances that we're creating and letting them through, but we managed to weather that. And then I think up front, I was happy with Gassama as attacking and stuff like that. It was fine. I'm happy with Yokota on the other side. It's the forward line is absolutely horrendous. Any chances that go through, they cannot finish, they cannot convert. So we have no threat of scoring. So as soon as we concede a goal, we're not going to score to get back into the game. We got a penalty. How many goals have we got from open play since the season started? 0.
1. We got an own goal.
But I mean, our player. You know what I mean? None.
Yeah.
We've had no goals from open play.
1. Asgard at Dundee United.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and he's not a striker. So I think the strike force is absolutely horrendous. They're costing us in the games because they cannot convert any chances that is created. And then it's putting pressure on defence. Then we get goals conceded against us, and we can't get back into the game because there's no potency up front. We've wasted our money on bringing in a player from the German third division for 5 million. Absolute waste of money. He's athletic, he's quick, but he's got nothing else. I just don't understand the recruitment. It comes back to me. The recruitment team are massively to blame for where we sit right now. Why would you stockpile 10 central midfielders? And you've not got enough strikers. You've not got a left back. You've got one left back, he's injured. Your striker goes out. You've got 2 left, 3 left. One of them you don't even play. He comes in from the cold. So I really don't know. It's a basket case. I think the recruitment's a basket case. I don't know. That needs looked at because they're the one costing us these games because they're bringing in 10 midfielders. We've got 2 spaces in central midfield and you've got like 10 players. I might be slightly exaggerating, but you know what I mean? We seem to be stockpiling midfielders. So I'm just, I don't understand. I'm flabbergasted by it. I can't give you an answer to that question that you asked me. I just don't have an idea.
And I mean, as Neil's saying in the comments, Ian, and I'm not a stats guy, but I mean, this one you can't really argue with. We had 13 shots the night, Ian, and only 3 of them on target.
Tells you everything you need to know. Again, 2 strikers on the pitch, and apart from the penalty and a crappy, weak effort in the second half, I don't remember them actually getting a shot from a striker on target at all. Not sure where the third one came from, but something is not right. And it's stockpiling that amount of midfielders that you don't know what to do with it, and you haven't got filled in any other places. That falls on Purdy and Thelwell. They're the ones that are saying these are the players we've got to go for. These are the players we're going to bring in. But McInnes has to take his blame for that as well, because he's told us at the start of the season that no player gets into this club without his say-so. Mm-hmm. So as much as it is the recruitment team's fault for bringing the players that we've got, McInnes has got to take his side of it because he's told us that he has the final say. It's just shocking. And go back into the defence again. We need someone to play on the left-hand side of our defence. We don't have any left-sided players, but I do believe Clinton Enciala is listed in our European squad. How bad must he be if he can't fill in for the odd game at left back? And how have we gone into a season, our second season, with 1 left back?
Yeah, and there's a lot of talk of likes of Jaden Magoma coming back and all that sort of stuff. But listen, that's no for the night. If anything, Ian, albeit look, we conceded a few chances in that first half, right? And there was one in particular, I think the ball gets played down our left-hand side, it's whipped into the box, and the Jagiellonia player gets on the end of it. Difficult chance, but one you would probably expect him to get on target. There was another couple as well. But by and large, did going to that free at the back in that first half, Ian, did that suit us? Because we've tried free at the back before us. You'll remember the game, was it Gerrard against Motherwell, where we tried 3 at the back and I think we conceded 6 goals in 4 minutes. So it's not been a formation that's necessarily worked for us in the past. But did you see anything for that first half where you're going, that might be the way to go forward?
If you ask me that about the first 20 minutes, absolutely not, because every time they played the ball forward, they just played it into that right back berth where there was nobody there. And I think at one point they actually just played a straight ball through the middle of our midfield and our defence and should have scored, hit the post. But then we changed to the back 4 and we look all at sea. So I don't know what our best defensive position is. I mean, maybe the 3 is the way forward, because as the first half went on, we kind of grew into it. Macania, I think, took control of the 2 on either side of him, and it did look a little bit better. I mean, I'm not having a go at Macania tonight. I thought he had a great game, Macania. Him and Yokota, until Yokota literally ran out of gas, literally. Had a good game. And again, there's another thing, but we'll talk about that later. It's difficult to see because there was still massive errors in that back 3. But it was better than it was when we went to a 4. So no wonder McInnes can't work it out, because I can't see a defensive shape at the moment that's working for us at all.
Listen, we'll come to McInnes and we'll come to what the majority of the Rangers fans in the comments are saying, and I'll come back to what I said before, and I still maintain it, but that genuinely the night, that shook me a wee bit. If I'm being honest, it did. It shook. I just wasn't expecting it. The absolute total and complete collapse in that second half. But we took the lead, Mark, through a Lawrence Shankland penalty. What was your view on the penalty decision?
I would say it was soft, but we've had it against us, and that's the rules as it stands right now. So it was a penalty. The ball comes in, he's kind of diving down towards it. His hand's out a little bit, so it hits his hand, so it's a penalty. That's what I thought. It was soft, but I'll take it.
Seems pretty much the consensus in soft, but you'll take it. Again, I'm raging if that's given against us, but
yeah.
At the end of the day, you would probably turn around and go, that's shocking, but it's hit his hand.
He has, but he has absolutely no idea what's happening. His hand's behind him. I don't think he's made himself bigger. For me, it's not a penalty, never a penalty in his life. No doubt all the Scottish pundits will come out and tell you the same thing, because it's only a penalty if it's given against us. But for me, I'll take it because it's my team and I'll take it. But like you, if that's given against me, I'm going absolutely mental, because it's not, for me, it's not a penalty. And that's where the handball rule is contentious at times with the way it's done. But this time it worked in our favour. Like Mark said, we've had so many go against us that it's about time we got one. So I'll take it. But it was harsh.
Yeah. In terms of Yokota as well, Iain, just if we can try and grab any sort of positive out of this game before we go on to talk about the extreme negatives. Yokota, I thought he was excellent, Iain, until you hit the nail on the head, mate. As soon as he ran out of steam, I mean, that's where you've got to have decent backup to come on and replace him. He was clearly out of gas. He was clearly done for the last 20, 25 minutes maybe. But a real bright spark, mate.
Yeah, that first half, he had that guy on his side on toast. Absolutely. Every time he just got the ball, ran at him, ran past him with ease. And if we had anyone up front who actually could finish at the moment, we could have scored a couple. I think that's one of McInnes' mistakes. He went for that. Usually he doesn't. I wouldn't say his subs are too late or too quick. But that one, he was gone too quick to get the 5 subs done. Took Osama off, who wasn't playing too badly, to be fair. And I think at that time, your coat was already beginning to run out of gas at that point, and that's something you need to be able to see. And maybe Curtis comes on for your coat, and you maybe switch Gisama and sides or whatever and do something different. But then it's like you're stuck with a player. We'd literally played the last 15 minutes at least with 10 men, because Yokota couldn't do any, couldn't run.
No,
he was done. So that change, he should have come out. I don't think we'll see him at the weekend, because I don't think he can run. I think he'll need a rest. So he's out for the weekend, I think. But yeah, I mean, it was a bright spark on the day and created all our dangerous chances in that first half, definitely.
I mean, it's all well and good, Mark, us sitting here talking about Yokota and how good he's been since he came into the football club, which he absolutely has, mate. But if he's got nothing else round about him, he's fighting a losing battle.
That's correct. I think he gave us 65, 70 minutes running, and then, like you both said, he was gone. So that's the point where you need to sub on somebody that's going to bring that energy back again. Obviously, there was a guy in the crowd that hopefully is going to come in and he can fill in once, or he can start and then Yokota can take over, or however you want to work it. But you need 2 players for each position. That's something that somebody needs to tell the Rangers recruitment team. 2 players for each position. I don't know how hard it is to gather that you need 2, because when one's run his race, you replace them with another. So I think we're definitely light in those positions, but we're looking to get targets in. So I'm really thinking to be too harsh, because I do see signs that are positive, but there is still...
No, mate, that second half, Mark, that's got me worried.
The second half is terrible, but I think I'm not going to mitigate for him, but Yokota was done. He needed to come off. We have no one to replace him because we've made all the subs. Majowski comes on out the cold. He's not had any games. The strikers we've got on already aren't up to much. So I think there's mitigating factors, but it was terrible. I'm not going to shy away from it. Was a really poor second half, and we're now in the Conference League, which I didn't think we would be in, because I thought we'd at least be able to get past.
Hey, we're not in the Conference League yet.
Yeah, we're in a qualifier for the Conference League, but you know what I mean. So we're dropping out of European competitions. I'm not happy about it. You aren't happy about it, but I think I'm still on the train of giving them time, getting the squad and the players in, and you have to give them time to build a team. There's no point in rinsing and repeating every season. We're going to get literally nowhere if we keep sacking managers and going and just doing the same cycle over and over. Bring 10 players in, new manager, 10 players in, new manager. It's not going to work. So as hard as it's going to be, and I know it's going to be really hard for us to swallow it, but we might have to have a little bit of pain before there's any success.
Yeah, I'll come to that in a wee second, mate, because that's an important point. And I've been making that point now since the season started, right? But I don't know how long you can keep making that point when you're not winning games and you're looking dreadful. But I'll come back to that in a wee second, as I tried to hold in a burp there. Ian, I had super chat in here for William Graham. Thank you very much, William, for the support, mate. And by the way, thank you for all the support we've had on the stream tonight, because we definitely don't deserve it with the way Rangers are playing, so thank you very much. This team, and I'm just going to close your ears if you're a child, this team are fucking woeful. Heading home deflated, second to every ball, so slow in possession, strikers with the touch of an elephant, finished. And I don't think he's not the only one, Ian.
No, he's not. He's not. I thought there was more to that. Definitely not. There'll be a lot of people leaving Ibrox tonight feeling exactly the same. There'll be a few of our contributors leaving Ibrox tonight feeling exactly the same, and I'm sure they'll get their thoughts out as the remaining week goes on. But there's nothing you can disagree with in that super chat, and that's how we all feel right now. Particularly that second half. As Alex kept saying, there's absolutely no urgency to get this ball forward. We reverted back to horseshoe. There are still players in our team that when we go against it, they just go, no, this isn't for me. Someone else can do it. And I think you saw that. I mean, Nadiri and Shanklin in the second half. Nadiri, all right, it was a piss poor pass, but he just whips his foot around it and shoots. But no, I'll give it to Lawrence. He can sort it out. And then he finally gets a shot away, and it's more of a pass back. If I was a goalkeeper, I'd have been embarrassed to pick it up just in case the ref gave me a free kick for one of our players doing it. But there's still people in this team who will not take responsibility. There are a few that will now, but there's not enough. It feels like last season. It feels like the season before that. It just feels that we're in for a full season of it again. But like Mark, I don't want to be sacking him just so that we can go through this whole process again in October, and then next season we go through the whole process again in the summer. But there's only so long you can go, and the remainder of this week might have a massive, massive factor on what this board does.
Right, well, listen, the Jagiellonia equaliser, shocking defending, and then we never ever looked like getting back into the game. We just never looked likely. We didn't look likely for the start of the second half, if I'm being brutally honest with you. We just never looked like we were going to get anything from this game, and especially, Mark, you said it earlier, once they scored, that was it. It was game over. Because this team right now don't have the backbone to come back for that. They really just don't have the backbone to come back for it. So let's talk then, very quickly, and it is Andrew Mark TV member for 24 months sponsorship tier. Andrew, thank you so much, mate. And you've kind of touched on this, Mark. So Iain, mate, I'll come to you first. Mark, feel free to jump in. And his comment, Iain, is, where do we go from here? Now, I cannot be the biggest hypocrite in the world and turn around after that the night and completely change my thoughts from 12, 24, 36 hours ago, right? I know it's painful, and I know that the vast majority of people won't want to hear this right now, and I appreciate that, and I apologise for what I'm about to say, because I know it's going to annoy a lot of people. And also, by the way, Murius in the comments, huge financial blow, don't forget that, but what that's done to this team tonight as well, it's a huge financial blow going for the Europa into the conference. But we can't, in my opinion, we can't sack him, Iain. We can't sack him. We have, for the last 4 or 5 years, after we won the league, then Celtic went back to dominating. What we done was, we gave a manager a little spell, we gave him a bunch of money to bring in players, and we sacked him. And then we brought another manager in, he didn't like the players, so we tried to get rid of some of the players, some of them are still in the books. We brought in a whole new bunch of players, and then we sacked them. And Iain, I don't know if Derek McInnes is going to be the man to turn this round. All I do know in my own head is that we have to give this guy time. We have to bring in better players. We cannot keep sacking managers, mate, because it doesn't... sacking Derek McInnes tonight, I don't think sorts the problem.
And then who do you bring in? And then what happens if he loses his first 2 games? Sack him as well? And then we'll bring in another manager and he loses 3 out of his first 5. Right, sack him as well. Who have we become? Watford.
I think we already are, mate.
We're kind of there. But if you keep sacking and keep sacking and keep sacking, eventually any manager worth his salt is just going to go, nah, not going there. It's a bit like Nottingham Forest, isn't it? I mean, they've stumbled across a manager that's managed to get them results. But they went through that whole system and they were getting mediocre managers, and then they managed to get one guy who would take the job, take the risk, and has done all right with them. But we can't. That's the Premier League in England. So you're going to get that. There'll be a manager willing to give it a go because it's the Premier League in England. If I get it right, I can go to Forest and I can go off to another team. And then eventually, look at Man City. I wouldn't have thought that would have been the manager of Man City this season. If we do that with our club, we are just going to end up being Celtic of the 90s. And we really are fast approaching being the Celtic of the 90s, where we just go through managers like this and that, and they go through the dominant period. So they're in it. He's got a lot to do, McInnes. He has a hell of a lot to do to turn it around. But I'm with you. It's not about sacking the manager and getting somebody new in, because it doesn't do anything. We've shown that it doesn't do anything. You go back to certain managers weren't treated correctly, weren't given the backing when they asked for it, and then we gave the backing to the wrong ones. The 2 we gave backing to, Michael Beale, Russell Martin, they're the ones who got the backing.
Do you want me to tell you what the comeback will be from people, though, Iain, who are fully on the McInnes out train already, right? It'll be Michael Beale's team against this Rangers team, who wins? It'll be Philip Clement's Rangers team against this Rangers team, who wins? Gio's Rangers team against this Rangers team, who wins?
Yeah.
That'll be the argument. And do you know what? I don't think this Rangers team beats any of the last 4 or 5 years Rangers teams.
Very, very fair argument.
Certainly don't beat Gio's Rangers team. Not at his pomp.
No. And the Trying Scotsman's even saying it, Mark, in his comment as well. By the way, member for 32 months, Trying, thank you so much, mate. Sponsorship tier as well. McInnes takes the blame for tonight. It's everybody for me, Mark. The manager, the backroom staff, the players, the recruitment team, the owner, everybody's to blame for this.
That would be my feeling as well, because I won't place the blame just on McInnes. He's got to put a team out that's going to win, but he's got 9-10 new players to try and work with, and the players that are already there. So that's my only thingy out for him, is that he's got to build a squad out of players that he doesn't know, and there's been an extra 10 added to that. And then you've had Tremette got injured, you've had Robbins got injured. So you've got to try and mould it into a team that's going to win on the pitch. He's had 3 different formations over the 3-4 games he's played. He's not even found his best team yet. There's still players to come in, there's still players to leave. I don't know why, but I cannot fathom getting rid of him. It makes zero sense to me. It'll just be a managerial go around where we just get, like Amy said, you'll end up with somebody who's just taking the job because he's going to take the job. But if you keep sacking, no one worth their salt's going to come in. McInnes is a good manager, but we've backed him with money. We give him the time to try and build the squad, get some of the guff out, and get an actual potent strike force. I think that's what we're lacking, is an actual potent strike force. And then actually try and build a team. Because if you sack him, it's absolutely pointless. We'll go over the same shit we've done for the last 4 or 5 years. And we're going to end up nowhere. So I don't know why this time, but this time I cannot see the sense in getting rid of him. I'm not even considering it as an option. He needs time.
And saying that, Mark, you say that, mate, right? If we don't win on Sunday,
the pressure will build.
How many more weeks? And listen, mate, I'm asking this as somebody who shares your opinion, right? So I'm asking this from people who don't, from the other side, from playing devil's dick advocate. How many more times can we have these conversations? How many more games can we come on here in a reaction and go, do you know what? We were terrible. We didn't win. We're at the Cup. We're at the Europa League. We're probably out the league shortly, the way things are going. But stay with Derek McInnes. I want to make that argument, mate, because I think if he gets given the right players and we spend the money and Andrew Kavanagh gets his finger out his arse and gets rid of some of these guys in the recruitment team, then I think Derek McInnes can be successful in Scotland. Just my personal opinion. But how many more times can we sit here, Mark, and go, yeah, it's shit, but don't worry, it'll get better?
I think it's limited, the amount of times we can come on and say that, because I don't know how many percentage of the fan base have decided already that he's not the man to take us forward. But I cannot see, like you say, you say you agree with me, I cannot see the sense in it. We'll be worse off if we get rid of him and bring somebody else in. You might get a little bounce, but you're showing no loyalty to managers. You're showing no loyalty to the players. Don't deserve loyalty in a way because they don't perform. But the manager, we've only just brought him in, so give him the time and give him the money, like you say, bring in some players, give him that chance to build a squad. I really don't fit. But if we lose on Sunday, the pressure's just going to ratchet up again, and then you've got 2 weeks to stew on it, and then the next game, if we don't win that, the pressure is going to be at fever pitch. But I would deal with it then. If we lost the next 2 games, say 3 games, then I would be like, fucking hell, I mean,
this is going really bad.
You know what I mean? If we win on Sunday, which we should, then I'm just saying we should win on Sunday. But if we win on Sunday, we win the next league game. I build a little bit of momentum. But I think we need to see quality players, like I've said all summer. Quality needs to come in, and the crap needs to be sent out. I don't really think we've brought any quality in, apart from the goalkeeper. I don't think we've brought any real quality in.
Your quota's been real quality so far, but again, time will tell. And I mean, Ian, however, saying all that, mate, right? That doesn't excuse Derek McInnes from. He needs to get his finger out his arse, Ian. He needs to figure out right now in his team who's his best players, and he needs to figure out a formation, and he needs to stick with it until he gets other players to come through the door. This chopping and changing and making subs at half time and constantly changing his formation, and Derek McInnes does, mate, need to get his finger out his arse.
He does, and I didn't spend a lot of time watching Hearts last season. I really, when they only played us, did I see the way they played, but I don't think he did this with them. He went in there. He was new to the thing. They got a lot of players in last season as well when McInnes came in, and it all just seemed to work and click from day one. They didn't seem to chop and change his team a lot.
Did they get the right players though, Ian? And we didn't.
That is very true. And they've got Jamestown Analytics, as we well know, but he's got to, because he's lost a majority. Is it a majority? Maybe reaching at least 50% of the support from what I can see now in the chat, plus on social, saying that McInnes isn't the man. So he's fast running out of time. We might be the few at the moment saying that he needs to stay for a bit longer. And we've said that the season is probably in previous pods that the season is what he needs. But if he keeps doing this, like Mark said, if he loses, then you said, if he loses at the weekend and then loses the week after that and then loses the week after that, that's the majority of the fan base gone. So McInnes needs to try and figure it out. He has been slightly unlucky. Obviously, losing Godfrey, losing Chimiti, losing Romens so quickly at the start of the season. Is there something wrong in the training side as well? Because again, as the game goes on, we don't look fit enough to complete 90 minutes, which has been a bugbear for 2 or 3 seasons now. But again, we go back to recruitment, and the people that are doing the recruitment are the same people that did recruitment last season, and last season was a shit show. So you can't do the same thing and expect better results. That's the first sign of madness, isn't it? Trying to do the same thing.
Well,
over and over
Iain,
again.
he's a Rangers manager who's managed 4 competitive games and has got a 0% win rate.
Yeah, he has. You can't argue it. You can't defend it. It's difficult. But see, the more you say it, the more it's like the more we're sort of edging towards getting him out. But he's just got to look at that team that he's got and go, right, these are the ones that I can trust. These are the ones we'll start with. Stop trying to shoehorn players into positions. Play the people in the positions they need to play in, and then just go with it. If it doesn't work and they give everything and something happens and we lose, but we can actually see the effort, it's not great, but at least we can see it. But we're not seeing that.
No.
We see little snippets. We see little 5-minute spells. The first half today looks like, okay, maybe we're on the turnaround. Then we come out in the second half and he changes everything. That's got to stop. He's got to find, like you say, a formation, the players to play in those formations, and then just go and attack them. Don't give up. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. And no stupid stuff. I mean, there was a part in that game where Pander's telling Fernandes, I've got this. Let me deal with this. And Fernandes takes it off his foot.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to do. The players have got to take responsibility, but overall, McInnes is the manager. The buck will stop with him. So he needs to sort his stuff out quickly and start winning games. Because, again, if we go out of the cup on Sunday, then he's going to have a hard time pulling this back.
Just finally, Mark, mate, just what tonight has, I mean, if it wasn't already confirmed, but absolutely confirmed, is that the recruitment team and Andrew Kavanagh and Jim Gillespie have just said McInnes needs to get his finger out, they need to get their finger out. And somebody was questioning me saying spend the money. When I say that, mate, I'm talking, and again, I hate to bring them up, but I'm talking like our friendly neighbours across the road, 11 million on a striker who will score goals, right? And I said it before. I said it when the day he was signed. That's a signing that terrifies me, right? And I'm not ashamed to admit it. That signing terrifies me. We need to go out and make at least 1, possibly 2 of those signings before the end of this window.
Yeah, he said between 3 and 5 coming in. I think we need 5
at least, but at least 2 of them need to be top players for our level.
That's what I'm going to say. I think half, if not more than half of those, need to be quality signings. But do I trust the recruitment team to get them in? Track record says no. But like you, they've brought in a quality striker who scored in the Champions League. He's done well for that team, and they brought another one in as well. Decent lad who's done well, and then this new lad they brought in today as well. It's all targeted, and it's targeted in specific areas, and they bring quality in. 3 players, quality players. We bring in 10 scattergun squad players. It's not going to work. We need to target actual fucking quality players that are going to bring the level of the squad up. I don't understand. I mean, I'm not in the football game business. I just comment. I just talk about it, reviews, and I watch it. But surely somebody's got an idea of what a quality player is, and one that we can bring in, that we can afford to bring in, that's going to excel at our level, and then we can maybe sell more in a few years. But we need it now. It's obvious we need a quality front line. The front line is absolutely shocking. It's not good enough. We won't win jack shit with that front line. Not a thing. Absolutely not. It'll be another finishing 3rd season and out of the cups if we don't improve. And
do you know what's ironic, Iain, about what Mark's just said there? I actually thought, first half, obviously, that was one of Gassama's best games in a Rangers shirt for me the night. And again, obviously, second half, everybody falls off the wagon. But then Finlay Curtis comes on and he shows you that wee bit of quality where the wee shift to the right and across into the box, and we should score from it. So, you know, there is some good players in there, but we need that next level of player. We need that 8, 10, 12 million pound player. Not a Chermiti £8 million player. A proper 8 million, 10 million pound player in. He come in and go, this is my league, this is what I'm going to do. And I don't see us doing that.
Nothing that we've done this season or last season points you in the direction that we are going to go and sign a player like that. The window's still got a couple of weeks to go. So only time will tell on that one. just to go for that across the city, it's easy when you're successful because you don't need to sign 10 players a season. You just need to sign 2 to 5 players just to fill gaps for the people that leave. And that's what they're doing. I mean, they sold Maeda. We went, oh, thank God he's gone. Oh, they signed Ho from Bodo Glimt. Brilliant, right? They've just replaced quality with quality and and only spent £1 million essentially on doing that. So it's easy when you're successful to be able to do that than just plug gaps. We haven't, and we are in a position now that we are being affected by the fact that we have sacked manager after manager after manager and left with a bogey squad that we can't get rid of players that are no good for us. But Kavanagh has told us that we don't need to sell before we buy, that we are going to bring in another 3 to 5. One of those I expect to hear about tomorrow. I actually expected to hear about it at halftime today. But Mark said he was in the crowd. Was he in the crowd? I didn't see any pictures of him, but
I seen a picture of him. There was a picture posted in the crowd.
Okay, so that's one. So there's at least another 4 to come in, and like you said, we need to make. I don't really want to use the term marquee signings because I don't really know what a marquee signing is. And no doubt, whoever it is, if we spend 12 million player on him, the first comment that will be on when he signs is he's not good enough for Rangers. He's pissed.
And I think we'll leave it there, folks. We could probably go, but I don't want to just start repeating myself. We could go on all night, but I think we will leave it there. Listen, thank you to people who have just joined or have stayed throughout the full stream. Obviously, we brought you the build-up, we brought you the game, and obviously we've brought you immediate post-match reaction. We will be doing this for every single Rangers game, as painful, as brutally painful as that is. So if you haven't already on YouTube, please do consider subscribing. And giving the show a like before you disappear as well. Every little helps, albeit it feels a bit dirty asking for a like after a game like that. And what's feels even dirtier is if you want access to loads and loads of extra content, we're live every single morning. We've got shows most nights, if not just about every night as well, for channel members. And if you fancy that as well, whilst helping to support independent Rangers or independent media, if you want to class us as media, we are the professionals after all. Then the links are in the description or the big nice join button below the window. You can click that as well. Mark, Iain, thank you very, very much for joining me. Thank you to Trev for joining me on the build-up. Alex for bringing you the game with the watch-along. And unfortunately, folks, we will be back very, very soon. Good night.